KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building. Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. Hold up. It's your boy KO 86, Knockout 86, Knockout Boxing. I'm here. I'm back. We live. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Turn on your notifications. Hit me up on my email if you got something that you need to share with me. And please donate to the channel. Hit that super chat button. It's right there. Y'all see it. Join the channel as a member. You can now join the channel from your iPhone, so you can't use the excuse of the computer no more. You can join the channel from your phone now. And you can also donate via the Cash App, $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Please show your support. We got Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey, with a 10-piece, dropping 10 of them things, 10-piece. No biscuit in the super chat, Tim said. Absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel, and I appreciate you, big dog. All right, let's scroll up. Let's see who we got in the building. We got Mr. Bono, All Things, Awesomer, D1, what up? Mr. Make 'em Sick, Brother Huey Q, Writer's Block, Brandon Broussard, 10, Big Braille, Lee Jackson, SBG, Mello, in the building, Boxing, what's happening? Shout out to my dog, All Things, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat, he said. Absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you so much, man. Tired ass Cowboys fan. Danetta 27. Victor. Don't mess with Texas. Million Films. Isaiah. WYD. What's happening? Victor, what's good with you? Poi Pounder. NW. Cobain Too Greedy. What up, man? Zay Long. LaRon Jones. Who? LaRon Jones. Cobain Too Greedy. What up? Yeah, they cost you your parlay. I don't know. I don't bet on the Cowboys. I'm too emotionally invested. Texas DT20, what up? Dundrick them, what up? I like to spend my money betting on things where I'm not emotionally invested. Javon 856, what up? Salute to you. Killer B, what up? Writer's Block with the 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, salute, KO. Salute, bro. Kendra Scott is in the building. What's up? All right, man. Smash that like button. Smash that like button and run them likes up. That is the wrong camera. That shit don't look bad, though. That camera way over there. We need that one right there. Let's fix the cam right quick. There we go. There we go. Everything healthy. What's happening with you, man? Salute to you, bro. Salute to everybody on this Monday. Monday, fun day. I still wish it was Sunday. Vergil Little John, what's happening? D1, what's happening? We just need to get the likes up real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Let's talk about the PBC shuffle right quick while we waiting on the likes. So Shaky Foster and Fulton is landing on the Lamont Roach Pit Bull card. And then Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman is landing on the Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao card. The PBC shuffle by killing that October 25th pay-per-view headline by Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman. They have now made their cards better. The cards for December the 6th and the cards for January 24th just got huge upgrades. And as anticipated, as part of the PBC shuffling their events around, Erislandy Lara and Janabek are fighting December the 6th. Now, you may have been led to believe by content creators that don't know what the hell they talking about that Janabek was about to fight Hamza Shiraz or Janabek was going to be dealing with Turkey. But as I have been telling y'all, bro, if you pay attention to the lay of the land, Top Rank and PBC are trying to combat Turkey Al-Ashiki. They are trying to go against Turkey Al-Ashiki. So Erislandy Lara, Janabek Alim Kanuli, they are going to be fighting each other and not the route of going through the turkey season. Top Rank is doing what they can to work with PBC because I anticipate and I expect there will be some sort of big announcement of PBC and Top Rank working together under the same network is what I'm anticipating and what I might be predicting may happen. So with that being said, what does this mean? What does this PBC shuffle, specifically the 160-pound division, what does this mean? I don't think that Premier Boxing Champions and Top Rank are making the Erislandy Lara fight and Janabek Alim Kanuli fight for 3-belt unification, the WBA, which Lara holds, the WBO and IBF, which Janabek holds. I don't think they're making that fight and then stopping there. They're not having those two fighters collect belts and then going to give them to Terrence Bud Crawford. Right? That is what that is what I do not believe. What I believe is going to happen is the winner, specifically, if it's Janabek Alim Kanuli, he'll be fighting Carlos Adames for undisputed. He'll be fighting Carlos Adames for undisputed, bro. Straight up. They're not going to stop. They're not going to do all of this working together and then stop for the biggest fight in the middleweight division. They damn sure not going to have all their 3 belts unified and then go give the shit to Terrence Crawford instead of making sure that they fight each other. It's not going to happen. Now, I agree with that, Dank Father. The undisputed champion may fight Bud Crawford. Why? Because Top Rank and PBC will believe that's the person that has the best chance to beat him. And Bud Crawford may be close to 40 years old by the time this shit happens. I hear you, Dundrick. The only thing I would say about Bud Crawford, I'm sorry, about Janabek and Lara fighting is that Carlos Adames and Erislandy Lara, they don't want to fight each other on some Dominican Republic, Cuban, you know what I'm saying, we brothers from another type shit. They on that Keyshawn and Shakur shit. It just don't get talked about because they not, you know, they don't get the imagination of the viewing public the way that Keyshawn and Shakur Stevenson do, but they on that same shit. Cornelius Bennett, what up? Double, what up? Terrence Gayton, I see you, William Old School, what up? They on that same shit, bro. They on that same shit. So hopefully, either, like you're saying, Carlos Adames move up, or Janabek wins and he fights Carlos Adames. We got Big Dog Willie with the 2-piece in the super chat. Says Tank beat Jake Paul with the reverse Scorpion Deerlock. Let's talk about that for a minute. We got 86 people in the building. You know, you could have came in here and dropped the super chat for your favorite fighter, Shakur Stevenson, but you really a closet Tank Davis fan, so we can talk about it. I agree, Clip Form. You 100% right. So I'll talk about the Tank and Jake fight next, after I finish with the PBC shuffle. So for us, obviously, this is a blessing, as I've been telling y'all. Yeah, we'll talk about the GWOAT. And what she had to say, dang father. This is great for us because we don't have to pay for 3 pay-per-views. We only got to pay for 2. This is great for us because the 2 pay-per-view cards that we just that we're getting now, they're worth my pay-per-view money. Like, you got Manny Pacquiao. We don't know who his opponent is yet, which I'll be talking about later. And you got Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman on the undercard. Sign me up. And what it's looking like, y'all, is for this card, we're getting Pitbull versus Roach as the main event, Janabek versus Lara as the co-main event, Stephen Fulton versus Foster as the third down fight, and Jesus Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. as the first fight of the pay-per-view. The prelims of that card is going to be Frank Martin versus Rancis Bartholomew. And then I think Jose Valenzuela is going to be on that card as well against a dude named Lucero. So that's the Pitbull and Roach card. The Keith Thurman fight lands on the fight with Sebastian Fundora, obviously, and then that's going to land on the Manny card. Now, something to note, how we can continue to understand and know that PBC and Top Rank are dead set on working together. I was told that Top Rank had a right to pull O'Shaquie Foster from the Fulton fight because the fight got delayed 3 times. Remember, the Tank card was going to be in June with Lamont Roach. They moved it back to August. They moved it back to October. That's 3 times the O'Shaquie Foster Stephen Fulton fight date got moved. Right? And so with that being said, bro, they could have pulled out because PBC wanted to stack that Manny card, and they wanted the Manny card to have Fulton and O'Shaquie on it, and Fundora and Thurman on it. However, Top Rank said, look, man, put them on December the 6th. We need this shit to happen sooner rather than later. And so that's what I'm being told happened. Brashton McClendon, what up? Now, it's kind of crazy because we can dig into the weeds. Why would PBC want to stack the Manny card and not stack the Lamont Roach Pitbull card? I believe it's because they're trying to drive Lamont Roach price down. I believe it's because they don't want Lamont Roach and Pitbull to do good numbers. Why would they not want them to do good numbers? So in case Lamont Roach wins, they have leverage at the negotiation table for a rematch with Tank Davis. But that's just me. Right? Those are just my thoughts. TY 007, what up? Catavius Walter, what up? Oh, dang father, you see the title, don't you? I'm already on it. You just have to enjoy the show, sit back, and wait. Now back to Big Dog Willie Super Chat, bro. Tank versus Jake, real or fake? If you trust Jake Paul, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. And if you trust Tank Davis to get in the ring and let somebody just play him and do some pity pat shit to make his brand get fucked up even more, I don't buy that shit, bro. Yeah, it's on pay-per-view. Josh 803. I don't buy that shit. Jake Paul is an opportunist who got rich off of the internet, bro. He trying to get some internet shit off Tank. Just like he tried to get some internet shit off Mike Tyson. He tried to knock 5 from Mike Tyson ass. You think he ain't gonna try to knock 5 from Tank ass? And then Tank is on record saying, look, bro, I ain't never laying down. I would never do no shit like that. He don't fight like that either. I don't think that shit gonna happen. I don't think that shit gonna happen, bro. I don't think that shit gonna be fake, bro. The more and more I think about it, somebody that talked the way Jake Paul and his daddy talk, I don't believe that they just gonna go over there and make no deals and do that. I think they trying to go viral off Tank, bro. And I hope Tank ain't being lulled to sleep. Even if where I'm at with it, y'all. Where I'm at with it, bro. Quick, what's up? Where I'm at with it, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. This is where I'm at with it, bro. And y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not. Where I'm at with it, if I'm Tank Davis, even if Jake Paul is trying to be buddy and shit, I'm doing the same shit. I'm trying to go viral off his ass. I'm trying to get a knockout that's gonna give me about 10, 15, 20 million viral views, nigga. I'm trying to go viral 10, 15, 20 million views, bro. Straight up. I'm trying to build my name off the back of you the same way everybody been building their name off the back of me their whole careers and shit. It should be, I hope, because here's the thing. You got to understand, bro, if it does what people expecting, like Big Dog Will and a lot of people saying, oh, it's going to be a fake fight, it's going to be do this, bro, both of their brands shot the shit. If they get in there and the shit is fake, like everybody expected to be fake, bro, that shit, they brands gonna take huge hits. And Jake ain't gonna be able to get nobody to buy shit else. Not Netflix, not a fan, not nothing. Not nothing. If you make them feel like this shit gonna be fake and it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, trash, then bro, they're not buying. Look at the drop off in this production from the Mike Tyson fight to the fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., bro. And if you Tank, niggas already eating you up. Pause. They already going at you. Crazy. For even taking this fight. But if you take this fight and you go in that bitch like, and you don't fight, nah, bro. Nah, you crazy. And you let Jake knock you out, lower you to sleep, and then get in that bitch, you think y'all pity pat, and then he throw something hard for real, and pow, knock you the fuck out. Because y'all supposed to have some handshake agreement, man. You crazy as hell, bro. I'm not falling for that shit if I'm Tank Davis. So nah. I'm going to say it's real till they show me that they going to go in there and try to trick everybody, bro. Because everybody thought Conor McGregor and fucking Floyd Mayweather was fake as fuck. And Floyd Mayweather went in there, drowned that boy in deep waters and stopped his ass. Stopped him. You better not trust Jake Paul, bro. That dude's an opportunist. That boy's an opportunist looking for viral moments. So you can come up off your name, dog. So you can come up off your name. Anyway, moving on, bro. Jaron boots Ennis. Is he cooking up a huge run at 154 pounds? I told y'all used limo was trash, number one. Number two, Jaron boots Ennis is the most exciting thing that he did, bro. The last thing, the most exciting thing he did was what he did in the ring after that shit. But I'm here to rain on this parade. I'm here to rain on the Boots fans parade because I don't think Vergil Ortiz is next. But the most exciting thing he did, he said, who that, Baccarat? I want Baccarat too. Give me the baby Cub. Give me Vergil. That's what we want next. We want Baccarat, Vergil, and all them dudes. I like the energy. Somebody got in his ear and told him to call some of them people out, man. I mean, I'm going to act like it's what he was supposed to do because I said that's exactly what he would do. Step on that boy. Yeah, I can say that because I predicted it, bro. Maybe somebody else can't say it, but I can say it. I mean, I get it. You talking about the round he did. Yeah, that's cool. But he stepped on him. He stepped on him. He showed him that he didn't belong in the ring to him. Did it happen a little early? Cool. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but he stepped on him like he was supposed to. But anyway, what I was saying, bro, I feel like this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I feel like he about to fight Abasa Abrayu. I don't feel like Vergil is next, bro. I feel like he about to fight Abasi Abrayu. I don't think he about to fight Baccarat. I might start calling Baccarat because that's what Boots called him. I don't think Fundora's can be next because Fundora already fighting in January. I don't think Xander is next. Top Rank ain't finna give. Top Rank is gonna be fighting PBC fights. Xander versus Fundora got a better chance of happening than Boots and Fundora, bro, or Boots and Xander. Oz Boxing, what up? D. Willie Thomas, what up? DJ say Vergil 100% next. I don't think so. If Vergil 100% next, why they fighting for the WBA interim this weekend? He just fought for the WBA interim against this dude, bro. They like Eddie and them. You gotta understand something, bro. They put you in position, DJ, where they trying to take you. Eddie had to pay the sanctioning fee. He had to get the WBA to sanction that fight. They got the WBA interim on the line. They paid to get a boss of I'm sorry, what's the dude's name? Use Limo. They paid to get Use Limo an opportunity to fight for the WBA interim. You don't fight for the WBA interim and then go fight in another sanctioning body, bro. In most cases. And I think that they think that making the Vergil and Boots fight for a championship will make the fight bigger. So I believe he gonna fight in February or March, maybe April at the latest. He gonna fight Abasi Abrayu, and then they might try to make the Vergil fight in the summertime after that. I know everything healthy. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I know. I told y'all this shit might be coming. I told y'all Manny was waiting to see what happens on November 14th. I told y'all this already. We're gonna talk about it. Greenville and Mike, what up, dog? He said he gonna fight Bakram or Abaz because those fights are easier to make because they not under promoter protection like Fundora, Vergil, and Zayas. Facts. 100% facts. That's somebody that Matchroom and Eddie Hearn can get to come to Boots. You can get Bakram to have to come fight you on your shit. You can get Abrayu Abasi to come and fight you on your shit. Vergil, Fundora, Zayas, they promoters got planned for them. You talking PBC, Golden Boy, and motherfucking Top Rank. PBC and Top Rank I already showed you. They made Janabek and Aris Landy Lara. They didn't come around that Matchroom Riyadh season Turkey Alashiki way. They made Janabek versus Aris Landy Lara, bro. So if given the opportunity, PBC and Top Rank would probably make Zayas versus Fundora. Now, Vergil's more feasible because they all fight on the same network. But I'm telling y'all, bro, that WBA interim that Boots got, I think that speaks volumes. I think that shows kind of what their plans are, is to get a belt. And then let me tell you something. 147. This is what a championship. These are what champions sound like to you niggas with names at 140 and 147 trying to stay down there. Come up to 154. That's where the real smoke is at. That's where the champions at. Because you tell me Roelly, Mario Barrios, Ian Cracker Barrel Crocker. Come on, man. Come on. That's a weak ass, it's weak ass division, bro. Shit weak as hell. But then you tell me at 154, we might have Boots as a champion, Bakram as a champion. We'll have Xander as a champion and Fundora as a champion. Now that's some smoke. That's some smoke. Nah, D1. Abasa Abrayu got that. Abasa Abrayu got that. He got elevated. Everybody, thank Father, Brian Norman, Devin Haney, everybody at 147. Leave Mario Barrios and Roelly down there by themselves, bro. Ian Cracker Barrel, he can do whatever he want. Levon Down Gator, what up? I'm talking about the fighters that we care about, bro. Not none of them trash ones. Y'all can keep them. Y'all can keep them. Yeah, Josh, I'm not including them because they should all fight each other. They should all fight each other, bro. All them boys old. I feel like the young guns is picking on them, dog. I feel like Fundora picking on old buddy, bro. What's his name? Fundora picking on Thurman. I feel like Boots will be picking on Charlo, bro. And Earl, my dog. But Earl ain't fought since 2023, bro. It's been over 2 years, bro. I ain't trying to see him jump in the water with no Boots in this right now. Y'all crazy. Boxing and barbecue, what up? What's good? Hell no, thank Father. He should be at 140. He should move to 154. That boy 5'2" with a 67-inch arm reach. He should be at 140. If he fight Jake Paul at 145, he weigh 145 that fight. He weigh 140, 145. If he fight Manny after Jake Paul, he should be at 140, getting dudes like Shakur, Team Alifu, Telefimu, Richardson Hitchens, Keyshawn Davis. You can get Devin Haney down there. Like, yeah, bro. That's what he should be on, bro. Especially if Devin's able to be successful the next week. Kevin House, what's happening with you, homie? Ty, what up, Ty? Salute, bro. And let me say this, too, about Boots Ennis, bro. People keep talking about this face of boxing shit. People keep talking about Shakur got next. I don't know how in the actual hell, Bella Faith, what up? I don't know how you could watch Shakur Stevenson fight. You could watch Keyshawn Davis fight. You can watch Boots Ennis fight and say that any of them, Devin Haney fight. I don't see how you can be calling anybody generational. I don't see how you can be calling anybody top notch and saying they got next other than Jaron Boots Ennis out of them people. Out of them dudes that's like 25 to 28 years old, bro. When we talk about passing the torch from Tank to whoever, nigga, it's Boots. It's Boots. And then it ain't none of them. It's Abdullah Mason after him. Juke, what up, Juke? Salute to you. Like, I don't even know. Like, how could you watch Shakur fight and watch Boots fight and be like, yeah, bro, Shakur is next up. And then Tim Bradley trying to change his tune. Nah, bro, just last week, Boots was a dog with no balls. And now this week, he beat everybody at the 154 division for you. Fuck out of here, man. That's cap. It's Tank Davis's game until he gone. Then they could be next, bro. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You can't pass a torch you ain't never had. Don't make me start cooking you. You can't pass a torch you never had. Fight Side TV, what up? You can't pay like the face of boxing torch. You gotta hold that mother before you can pass it. You can't pass some shit you never had. Can't pass this shit. Wake me up when he do numbers as the goddamn A side and not the clear B side. Wake me up. Chris Brown, don't wake me up. Wake me up when that shit happen. Until then, miss me with that fangirl shit. Okay? That fangirl, fanboy shit. He ain't the face of nothing. So he got next, bro. Miss me with the Shakur shit. And I'm not finna get boiled down. Fuck it. You can have Bud. Because that ain't even this conversation. Take Bud. Take Bud. I got Tank as the face of boxing. That's a debate you'll lose every time. But fuck all that for a second. What I'm saying is, when we talk about next up, the person that can do numbers, draw in casuals, nigga, if you throw a fight party and you be like, yeah, I'm about to throw this fight party. And you got an option to be like, I'm going to throw this fight party and I'm going to introduce somebody to boxing by watching Boots. I'm going to throw this fight party and I'm going to introduce somebody to boxing by watching Shakur or Devin. Who you think going to get them to keep watching boxing? 2 Cents Boxing, what up? Who you think going got the better opportunity to get people to keep watching boxing? Jaron Boots Ennis with his no-look uppercuts? or Shakur Stevenson with his brittle ass hands. People just be saying shit, bro. And I'm telling y'all right now, I said this shit about Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I saw somebody put Bam in there as next up for the face of boxing. Bam fight at weight classes that the general public don't pay attention to, bro. Bam Rodriguez disadvantage is he fight at weight classes that the general, I don't know who you was, but I did see your comment. So I'm responding to directly to whoever put Bam Rodriguez in the comment section. And what I say to Bam Rodriguez is he's fighting at weight classes that the general public don't care about, bro. Okay? The general public don't care about 115, 118, 122, 126, really, 130. The general public don't really start paying attention till 135. Anything under 135, people ain't really paying attention to it generally. So that's going to be Bam Rodriguez's downfall. Boots in his Glamour Division 147. 154 is popping right now. 160 Glamour Division. 168. Those are the divisions that people pay more attention to. So Bam Rodriguez is at the disadvantage of he's just a small human being. He's just a small human being. We got Isaiah WYD with the 2 beats in the super chat. He says Shafrael Brittleson. Shafrael Brittleson. That's tough. That's tough that you call that man that, bro. That's tough that you call that man that. That's crazy. But for all my Boots fans that's getting up hopes up for Vergil, they're saying Vergil gonna be next. I don't think it's Vergil, y'all. I think it's gonna be Abasa Broad. What's up, Rodzilla? Salute, fam. Josh 803 with the 2-piece in the super chat. Can Mason Boots share that title in the future? I mean, it's possible, but I don't think so because only one of them is gonna have the numbers, bro. Like they can both do great numbers. Like Manny Pacquiao was doing great numbers by himself without Floyd Mayweather, but it was clear Floyd's numbers was better. So unless they both do exact the same amount numbers of pay-per-views or streams or whatever boxing decides to go to, you know, unless they're doing the exact same live gate, which I don't think that'll ever change, right? It's either gonna be live gate and pay-per-views, or it's gonna be live gates and how much viewership you can do on the streaming service or whatever. Whoever numbers are better, that's the face of boxing, bro. The thing that Abdullah Mason has is I don't even think he's in the same generation as Boots Ennis. He's 7 years younger than him. So Abdullah Mason is 21. By the time he gets to his prime at 27, 28 years old, Boots going to be 35, 36 years old, bro. Niggas forget how young Abdullah is, fam. So I think it could be Boots passing that torch to Abdullah. And the cats. And that's the other thing. Abdullah on their helmet. The cats that they trying to press forward, like, oh, we gonna make Keyshawn. Keyshawn got Abdullah Mason problems, and Abdullah Mason gonna build himself off of whooping Keyshawn Davis' ass. Too mentally strong for him, too tough, too sure of himself, too confident. Stepping on that dude, bro. He gonna build his name off of Floyd Schofield. Straight up. Straight up. But I think Boots had a great performance. I think he is definitely next up. And if you're looking at that boy and looking at some of the people that people want to talk about more or consider more special, like I don't know how anybody can post Devin Haney as a generational talent when you got guys like Boots Ennis floating around, bro. I don't know how you could say Shakur Stevenson is next up and he's going to be the next great one after Terrence Bud Crawford when you got Boots Ennis floating around right there, bro. I don't see how that shit works. I don't see how you could look at them two specifically because that's who people try to push. I don't see how you could look at them and look at Boots and be like, yeah, that's the one I'm going to push. And if you me and you got Tank, right? I don't see how you could look at, okay, Tank going to pass the torch to who doing numbers, KO. And you look at Shakur and you look at Devin and you look at Boots and be like, yeah, I think it's going to be Shakur Devin. Here's the thing, bro. Boots is 28, Shakur about 27, 28. Devin about 26 years old. They all about 2-3 years apart. Devin and Shakur is on their way down. Them boys fighting on undercards. Them boys fighting across the world. Boots is on his way up, main event and shit, selling out arenas, doing his motherfucking shit. He on the way up, they on the way down. After Devin Haney gets done with Brian Norman Jr., then it's straight fucking Tank Davis leftovers. Boots Ennis got all them names at 154. He gonna have all them names at 160. Not only does he have the skills and the ability, he has the bodies to just kill shit. He got the Mexican fan base he can shut up against motherfucking Vergil Ortiz. He got the Mexican fan base he can shut up again against Sebastian Fundora. He can get all the Puerto Ricans pissed off because he got Xander Zayas right there. He got the Eastern European, Bakram Murtazaliyev. He got so much work, bro. He got so much more work than them two. Straight up. And then the work that those two got, it's either Tank Davis or undercard shouty. You can't be the face of boxing with that shit. We need Tank Davis to put us with a great live gate. We need him to put us with a bunch of millions of streams if it's free. We need to we need him to get us on pay-per-view so we can sell a bunch of pay-per-views if it's on pay-per-view. Other than that, we don't know if we can fight a nigga on main event or not. We legit don't know that if Shakur Stevenson and Team Alifu happens, we don't even know if the promoters trust that fight enough to put it in the main event big room in Madison Square Garden. Team Alifu can't even sell out the fucking 5,000 seat arena, bro. No way can them dudes be facing boxing. Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr., we would all agree is the best fight in the welterweight division. For me, they're the two biggest names in the welterweight division right now, outside of Ryan Garcia, obviously. And them niggas is on the goddamn undercard too. It's definitely boots, bro. Shout out to the writer's block, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. It says KO Bam should be over Monster, and the world was paying attention to Nonito Donaire. If your name's strong, people know about you, bro. I'm just saying. Do me a favor, bro. Do me a favor. First of all, I wouldn't put Bam over Monster on a pound for pound list, but I'll pick Bam to beat his ass, though. I'm fucking with Bam. Zoomverse. What up, homie? Second of all, people were paying attention to Nonito Donaire, but paying attention and you being a name is two different things, bro. Drink My Water says Boots has to hope Turkey won't those fights. Otherwise, he'll be in the same boat he was at 47. Fundora not fighting him. Xander not fighting him either. Won't get Vergil. De La Hoya not going. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time getting fights. That's why I think you fight Abasa Brawl, right? You get that WBA belt, then you fight Boogeyman Bakram. You get that IBF belt, you become a unified champion, and then the demand for those fights grow, and they give you the best opportunity to get the fight. He got to keep putting on outstanding performances, keep selling out arenas. They need to keep his ass on the East Coast for right now. I don't think he's ready to go over to the West Coast yet. I don't know if he'll do numbers over there. And he got to keep putting on jaw-dropping performances, and he got to do more of what he did at the end of the fight. After the fight is over, he got to talk a little bit more shit. He got to talk a little bit more shit. What up, Bullet? KO salute, family. Devin gonna beat Norman, become undisputed. No, why would he become undisputed at 147? Why would he become undisputed at 147 against trash-ass Roelly Romero and Mario Barrios? Y'all said Mario Barrios and Roelly was trash. He can't become undisputed at 147 because he said Mario Barrios is a C-level fighter. Devin don't fight C-level fighters. Remember when Tank was fighting Barrios and him and his dad is shitting on Barrios the whole time? Nah, we ain't taking that. Roelly Romero, Bill Haney said Roelly Romero can just hold Devin Haney gym bag. No, fuck no. No, remember when Tank was fighting Roelly Romero, he knocked his ass out and Devin was hating on him and shit? No undisputed run. If he beats Brian Norman Jr., he need to take his WBO status. Take his WBO status and move up to 154 where the smoke is at. Because 147 is cooked, it's trash. It's cooked, it's trash. No, sir. No, sir. He don't get to do that. No, he don't get to do that. No, sir. You don't get to gather weak ass accolades. No, accolades don't make you good. Barrios was undefeated with a WBA belt when Tank fought him. Y'all didn't give a fuck. Roelly Romero was Tank Davis mandatory, and Mayweather wanted an in-house fight because Tank Davis was under his last fight under contract. Y'all didn't give a fuck. Y'all cooked him for it. We not doing that. No, we not doing that. I will not oblige, sir. I will not oblige. I will not oblige that shit. We got Brashley McClendon with the 5-piece. Question. The WBA just ordered Roelly versus Giasev. So does that ruin Pac versus Roelly? If Giasev refuses to step aside, just wait. You see the title. Gervonta Davis versus Manny Pacquiao. And Jaron Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz are the biggest fights of 2026. I got you, Brashley. We are going to talk about it. I got you. Oh, shit. Put the links in the chat. Put the links in the chat when he start going off on motherfuckers. We'll react to it live. Luca, what up? Luca, what up? But Boots, man, last thing on him before we move on. Just a great performance. Extremely talented fighter. Definitely got him versus the field at 154, man. I think his toughest fight is going to be Yoenli Hernandez, bro. BVO, what up? I think his toughest fight is going to be Yoenli Hernandez at 160. I think by the time he get to 160, him and Yoenli around the same age, Yoenli will be the man at 160. And whether they meet at 160 or 168, Yoenli is the one that got some smoke for him. We got 192 people. We got 192 people in here. Can we please run the likes up? We got 192 people. Can we please get the likes up? Where are we at on the likes, y'all? Smash the like button and please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Can we get the likes to 150? What do you say? Somebody send it to your boy. Drink, don't leave me in suspense. Don't leave me in suspense, man. We need to get the likes to 150, though. This is crazy. We got to get the like to 150. This is crazy. Posted the Maybach with the Rex in the seat. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Boy, oh, God. Oh, that's funny. Stop mentioning me. It's feeding my ego. Talking shit, man. Shit on these boys, man. We got Toon. What up, Toon? 10 of them things. Bow. No biscuit in the super chat. Homie say, and see y'all getting the likes up. We got over 200 people here. Y'all stop playing with my algorithm, man. Run the likes up. But Toon say, let's see if we get a video from the Haney Gobblers about Clarissa saying what she said about Haney. We got one about Kellerman slander, but nothing about what Roy said or Bradley. Let's wait and see. No, bro. It's only good Devin Haney shit. It's always only going to be good Devin Haney shit, bro. You're going to be, don't hold your breath. When we get to 150, I'll move on to the next topic, is what I'm saying to y'all. You really hate Boots. Dude said he fight Dev at 152, but he was unified at 147. Man, stop trying to talk down on Haney. Dude is a dog. No, he's not. No, he's not. You can't be a dog and fight how you fight. Sorry. Sorry. You ain't a dog because you take take a risk because you overpaid and shit. What makes you a dog is how you fight in the ring. I'm tired of y'all like confusing what a dog is. Like a dog ain't because you really had no other option and you just money hungry and your daddy's selling you to the highest bidder. That ain't a dog. Ain't no dog. A dog don't be trying to get out of fights and have their daddy trying to get out of fights live on the motherfucking air and shit. Nah, he ain't no dog. You don't fight how you fought Jose Ramirez and be a dog. This shit don't go together. Terrence Crawford is a dog. Earl Spence is a dog. Tank Davis is a dog. Jaron Ennis is a dog. Nigga ain't no dog, man. Nigga ain't no dog. The one time he fought like a dog, the very first words he said was, "I'll never fight like that again." Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. Dogs don't fight like that and then say, oh man, I'll never fight like that again, man. Trying to hear that, man. Dog. Nigga throwing sucker punches at the fair, missing them bitches. Grown ass man, daddy talk for him more than he talk for himself. Fuck out of here, man. Dog. I don't know what a dog is, bro. You running from Jose Ramirez the whole goddamn fight. But you a dog, though. Stop it, bro. Just cut it out. We got to 150 likes yet? If you talking about a motherfucking Yorkie or a little bitty terrier and shit, niggas suing niggas out here, man. Niggas suing niggas out here, man. Suing people and then dropping the lawsuit. How you a dog and you let them put you on Ryan Garcia undercard? Y'all don't get the fuck out of my face. You a dog, but you let them put you on Ryan Garcia undercard for a bag, the nigga that cheated you. And you dropped the lawsuit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all stop. Cut this shit out. Cut this shit out now. I be trying to let y'all make it, bro. Y'all be taking this shit too far. Can't stand that shit, bro. Like, if these fights happen, like for instance, right? Tank a B.I.B.I. Let some of y'all tell it. He a B.I.B.I. Right? Boots a B.I.B.I. Let some of y'all tell it. In some fantasy fights, if Boots Ennis were to fight Devin Haney, if Tank Davis were to fight Shakur Stevenson, we all know which two fighters will be fighting to survive and which two fighters will be fighting to do damage to the other person. And y'all call the motherfuckers that you know for a fact will be fighting to damage the other person soft or hoes or whatever. And you call the two niggas that you know will be running for their life dogs. Y'all got this shit fucked up, man. Y'all really got shit messed up, man. You legit know, like, how you call Devin a dog but call Boots scary, bro? How that shit work? How you live in a world where Boots is scary and a hoe, but Devin Haney is a dog? What fucking world we living in, bro? Have you seen them fight? And this ain't even no shot. It's just the most dangerous thing you do in boxing is in the motherfucking ring. We can talk all this negotiation shit, all this A side, B side shit, all this fucking this person ducking, that person ducking. We can talk all the shit we want to. At the end of the day, the most dangerous thing anybody can do in boxing is actually get in that motherfucker and throw punches and be willing to throw shit back. And have shit coming at you. I mean, that's the most dangerous thing in boxing. Niggas don't die in negotiations. They die in the ring, though. People don't get brain damage in negotiations. They get brain damage in the ring. People don't get they orbital bone broke, nose broke, jawline broke, cheekbone broke. They don't get that shit in motherfucking negotiations. They get that shit in the ring. And you mean to tell me the one that takes all the risk and doesn't look scared to get hit and goes for knockouts is the one that's a hoe, but the one that runs away from confrontation and looks to be overly defensive and don't want no smoke is the one that's a dog? Y'all just say anything out of hate, bro. Real talk. Y'all just say anything out of hate, bro. Y'all like just out of dislike, hate. I guess maybe to get a reaction out of me. I don't know, bro. I don't know, fam. I don't know. But I don't know how you can look at certain fighters fight and be like, yo, this nigga scary and this nigga a dog. And then when I watch them fight, the one that's scary is the one that's never scared to get hit, that's always looking to get his shit off. They're standing in the fire with you. And the one that's a dog is the one that's running around the goddamn ring, jabbing and grabbing and moving around. Like, all right, bro. All right, fam. Shout out to Toon with the 5-piece in the super chat. Says, how you duck someone you already fought? Haney Kerr was a duck. Ward Triple G a duck. Bradley Spencer duck. But you can't duck somebody you already fought. I don't know, dog. Frederick Lil John being a member for 4 straight months. Salute to you, bro. Did we get to 150 likes yet? 145. I need 5 people to hit the like button. Being willing to get hit is just goofy. No, it's not. Because if you're willing to get hit, that makes you better offensively. Not taking shots cleanly, but willing to put yourself in harm's way. Willing to catch shit off your glove so you can fire back. Willing to trust your slip game. Trust your pre-slips. Trust your pull counters. Trust your roll counters. Being willing to exchange hooks with somebody because you trust yours to get there first. Those are all things dogs do. Slogan 1, what up? 150. All right, bet. Let's move on. I got to holler at the Shakur fans. Right quick. Y'all come to the stage. Y'all come to the stage, please. Y'all come to the stage. Let me holler at you. I found a Shakur Stevenson interview that he just did 2 days ago. Let's see if he refuses to talk about Tank.
All right, it's Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid KG, with the man of the hour of this era. Lightweight, best lightweight in the world, Shakur Stevenson. Look, I gotta ask, bro. First and foremost, what's next for you?
I don't know yet.
TO talk has been a popular thing. Has there been any progression?
I don't speak on negotiations. Hopefully the fight gets done, and I want the fight.
That's your target, though. TO would be. Potentially, hopefully next for you.
That's the fight I want.
And obviously, the fight that's a great fight, no doubt about it. And I hope that fight happens next. But I gotta ask, everybody wants to see you in the ring with him. He took a different route. Let me ask you the question this way. Would you have fought Jake Paul for $40 million?
Yes, but I would have fought Lamont first.
Respect.
But look. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to talk about that nigga. So.
Okay. All right.
Next question.
Why he keep talking about Tank while saying he don't want to talk about Tank? Hey, Luca, why he keep saying, he said, don't ask me no questions about Tank Davis. And then everybody he talked to him about Tank Davis, and he be so willing to talk about him. Hold on a second. See how KO deflected off my comment regarding Boots offering a fight at 152 because he was already moving up to 154. Why would you stay down at 147 for Devin if you wouldn't stay down at 147 for T.O.? I feel like he should have stayed down at 147 for T.O. I feel like that would have been a bigger and better fight. But why would you do that for Devin if you wouldn't do that for T.O.? What does Devin bring to the table for Boots Ennis? What are you talking about? Dub City Gritty with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat says, some seasoning for the cook. Always appreciate the hustle. It's Ill Will. What up, Ill Will? Salute to you. Hey, so anyway, back to what I was saying. Shakur, bro, because I know you and your team watching my shit, okay? Tell the interviewer before the interview that you will not talk about Tank or they don't get the interview. If you truly don't want to talk about Tank, because this shit is pump fake-ish. This shit is pump fake-ish. A fight at 154, Bella. Somebody willing to fight him at 154. You got any more questions? Somebody that was willing to fight him at the weight class that he was moving up to and not try to keep him at 147. Any more questions? Team Elifu bought the race angle. He was being racist. A lot of people would have came together and hoped for Boots to whoop his ass. Boots versus Team Elifu would have been a bigger fight than Boots versus Devin Haney. Got any more questions? Or can I continue? Now, moving on, bro. He don't look like he moving on, Luca. Luca, how you moving on, but you ain't standing on your ground? He needs to tell people, don't ask me nothing about that nigga. I'll never give you another interview again. Don't ask me nothing about that nigga. Or, you know, I'm going to cut the interview short. He's answering the question, then being like, I don't want to talk about that nigga though. But I'll answer this one question. I will answer this one question, but I don't want to talk about this nigga. But anyway, I called Cap on some shit. His man said that he would have took the Lamont Roach fight instead of going back and fighting Jake Paul. He said, I'd have fought Jake Paul for $40 million, but I would have fought Lamont Roach first. Cool. Can somebody tell me what happened in the Edwin De Los Santos Shakur Stevenson rematch? Because he like to get his get back. If he have a questionable performance, boy, if anybody doubting him, if anybody said that he lost, if anybody said it was a close fight, Shakur is the type to say, fuck that, I'm running that shit back. I'm running that shit back. You got me messed up. Can somebody tell me what happened in the Shakur and Edwin rematch? Luca, how'd the rematch go? Boxing Hack, I know you're in here pretending to be a Shakur Stevenson fan. How'd the Edwin rematch go? Huh? Top tier CEO, what up, huh? He lying to you, bro. You got a nigga who had a tough fight with Williams and Payton and said, I'll never fight like that again. You had a person that had a tough fight with Edwin De Los Santos, said he wanted to go rematch him and never went back to the rematch. The man took the Joe Cordina fight with Joe Cordina coming off of a knockout loss because the money was right. But he finna turn down $40 million on some humble, I'm a competitor, it don't sit right with me type of shit. Y'all get the fuck out of my face, bro. Scarface, there is no difference. The difference is the controversy. There was a lot of controversy surrounding that fight with Shakur Stevenson. It was a subpar performance. He felt the need to apologize after his performance, and that nigga came out of his own mouth and said he wanted to fight the nigga to show what he could do with two hands. And if I was still cool with the nigga that he said it to when we was over on his platform, I'll play it for you. But I don't fuck with him and he don't fuck with me, so I ain't playing this shit on my platform. But if you follow Shakur, you know I'm not lying, bro. He said that shit. I didn't make him say that shit. So what happened to it? All I'm saying is keep it 100. He lying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Because, nigga, you had that opportunity to go get some get back, to go get right, to go show what it really is, and you chose not to. So don't get all holier than now like, nigga, I'm doing this shit for boxing. Boy, you over there with Turkey right now. You over there with Turkey right now. Trying to get your money up, putting money before your legacy right the fuck now, nigga. Right now. Boy, you about to fight Joe Cordina coming up off a knockout loss and a prospect that's coming off a motherfucking tough fight with Renee Tellez Jaron, bro. Stop it. J.A., what up, homie? Tez 305, what up? He want to admit that he would fight him too, but he don't want to admit all the way. Like, nigga, I would do exactly what Tank do, but not exactly what he do. I'd have fought. I'd have took Lamont first. Nigga, no, you wouldn't. You'd have took Lamont for like 4-5 M's, but not Jake Paul for 40 million. Here's the guy's honest truth. Jay Prince and Josh Lubin wouldn't even let that nigga fight somebody else if he was offered to fight a $40 million fight. Because they want their bag. They get a percentage of that shit. They not finna let that shit happen, bro. They finna be like, yo, hey, Shakur, listen. Don't take the 40 million, nigga. Take this less money. Cause we don't like money. We don't want our 10%. We'd rather get 10% of 3 million than 10% of 40. Yeah. Yeah, we want 3. We prefer 10% of 3 million so we can make 300,000. We don't want 10% of 40 million so we can get 4 million. Fuck out of here, bro. Pump faking, bro. Straight up. Straight up. Oh, nigga, I'd have took it. I'd have took it, but I'd have fought Lamont Roach first. The thing is, when niggas keep forgetting about it, I'm not gonna allow y'all to forget this shit no more, because now these is facts, bro. I was emotional. I want what I want. I want Tank to do what I want him to do because I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan. But as an analyst, nigga, I saw that nigga about to fight Lamont Roach before he got arrested, nigga. I saw the fight be done. I seen the undercard fighter say the fight is done. I watched both of them go to camp. I watched both of them promote that fight, bro. I watched all that shit with my own eyes. With my own eyes. And then the moment that the nigga went dark, got arrested or whatever, that postponed the motherfucking fight. And it came down to an either-or situation. Nigga, you fight Lamont Roach September, October, you ain't gonna have that Jake Paul bag in motherfucking November. But you can always take the Jake Paul back and come back to Lamont Roach because that nigga ain't going nowhere. That's what the fuck happened, bro. And guess what his ass gonna do? He ain't going nowhere. But he doing what? Building up that Tank Davis fight. Nigga, I go ahead and fight Pitbull. I build up the fight. He did such bad business, nigga. I'm trying to sue this nigga. He did bad business. He trying to sue. I'm trying to sue him. I'm trying to sue him. Will you fight him again if he wanted to fight you? Yeah, I'll fight him again if he want to fight me, though. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You said a unanimous decision is the same as a draw. Come on, bro. That's crazy. Now, what's crazy is you not hearing what the fuck I'm saying. I fuck with Monster in a way, too, so maybe we can meet in the middle somewhere. But, nigga, you tripping. You've been tripping in my comment section for a minute, so, you know. I'm not going to explain to you exactly what I said in the context of what I meant. Unless you want to hit that link and get some smoke or something. This not them other content creators, Scarface. You're not going to get blocked over here. You're not going to get blocked. Your opinion is going to be welcome. And all that shit. But, come on. Come on. Come on. Let me catch these super chats. Or stop typing. You got options, bro. You can do whatever you want to do. You can either come holler at me and we can debate it. And you can tell me where I'm wrong at. Or you can stop typing. You have options, bro. You choose. Desmond Johnson with the 5 pieces in the super chat. I have a feeling Shakur going to be the one left out if he don't get this so-called T.O. I think T.O. and Pac waiting to see what Tank going to do next. We're going to get there. We got Tune with the 10 piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. He said, Devin said, why would I fight at 52 when I never even fought at 47? Why did you fight at a catch weight and move up to 47 when Boots left and Crawford hadn't fought at 60 and 68 either? But he fought Nello. Cuz, bro, that's capping shit. Niggas ain't really trying to fight Boots for real, bro. Especially not no nigga moving from 135. I don't think anybody from 135, 140 want nothing to do with Boots. I don't think anybody at 147, the whole division at 147 already ducked him. The whole division at 147 already ducked him. And let me take this time to tell y'all too. Subscribe to the vlog, man. We're dropping the vlog tonight. We late on the vlog because we've been busy. Subscribe to the vlog though, man. Vlog is fire content. The life of the KOs, bro. Let me put the link in the chat for y'all. Let me pin this shit, man. So y'all had me down with the costume. Yeah, bro. You know, we was on the way to the costume party. We paid for it, though. We stayed in the bed the next day till about 4 p.m., bro. Because that was on a Friday night. And when we got back, bro, we was in the bed till like 4 p.m., bro. All right, there we go. One of my homies say, check your email. What's on the email, bro? I'm checking on my phone first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is funny. Oh, Rozilla sent me this. Stop mentioning me. It's feeding my ego. Yeah, Tank crazy as hell, bro. All right, I'm going to put this on the screen in case y'all ain't seen it, bro. All right, bro. It's pulling up. Give me a second. Let me get this over there. Let's talk about the GWOAT real quick, bro. The GWOAT has some comments. So Clarissa Shields called on Tank Davis to stay in boxing. Is this comes back? I will play it for y'all. Waiting on it to load up. Waiting on it to load up, man. Y'all smash the like button, bro. That shit moving so slow, bro. Teach jinx me, dog. Maybe I gotta do one at a time, fam. Maybe I gotta do one at a time, bro. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all because it's bogging down the dang on show. So anyway, Clarissa Shields said basically in a nutshell, maybe I can pull it up on my phone fast. We got bag ups. We got bag ups to the bag up, bro. Maybe I play it on my speaker.
Connected.
All right. So Clarissa Shields posted on Twitter. She says, I said what I said. Nigga. I said what I said. What did she say, KO? Let's take a listen.
I don't care what nobody say. Gervonta got skill up this world. He's a scary dude. He's scary. Ain't no way he said he supposed to come back and get Shakur, Devin, Ryan, Tiafimo, whoop all these niggas ass. He like, I'm about to retire after I fight Jake. No, I don't let nobody talk about me like that. The way that Shakur disrespect him, the way that Devin talked to him, the way that Ryan, he already knocked out Ryan. The way that these dudes be talking, he supposed to come back and get them. He the man, right? He who everybody say is the best. I ain't leaving no food on the table. When I'm done boxing, I'm whooping all these girls' ass. They all getting beat. You said you can beat me? Oh, okay, I'm gonna figure out a way to fucking get you. You just wait.
So who you think could beat Gervonta?
I think Shakur beat Gervonta Davis, and I used to think Devin. I think Devin can outbox Tank, but once Tank catch him, it's gonna be a long night. But only person I think that can beat him is Shakur. I'm trying to think is anybody else. I'm not gonna say I think that Teofimo can beat him. I think that Teofimo is gifted, but I don't think he can beat Tank.
Now, let me ask y'all something. When he fire back at her ass, if he choose to, do she get to play victim? I'm just asking. I just want to know where we at in 2025. If he fire back at her ass and get to talking about her, call her, you know, whatever. If that happens, then what? Is he the bad guy? Is he the bad guy? Okay. And here's the thing. She ain't doing nothing but giving her opinion. You can pick who you going to pick. And then she go to Shakur Stevenson fights and have her man next to her and she cheering for him like Shakur's her man. She cheering for Shakur. His fight's harder than Shakur own girl be cheering for him at his fight. So they real close. They real close. And then, you know, she love that Olympic shit. So she always think, well, Shakur went to the Olympics. Tank didn't. So I'm picking Shakur. So I get it, bro. I get it. No shade off of that. She gonna have her opinion. She can rock with it. And I tend to agree with he don't fucking need to retire till he fight them people. He don't need to retire till he fight them. So he can shut people like her up. So ain't nothing wrong with saying he don't need to go nowhere because I wholeheartedly agree with that shit. What I do want to point out, though, is a few things. Is Clarissa Shields the GOAT, y'all? Is Clarissa Shields the GOAT? Is she the best? If you don't think she's the GOAT, is she the pound for pound #1 female boxer right now? Can't nobody beat her. Okay, cool. Cool. I got y'all. Give me a moment. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. I am looking for... You know what? I know where it's at. I got y'all. I know exactly where it's at. Okay. Aha, here it is. So while I'm looking for what I'm looking for, right? I want to remind y'all that Clarissa Shields, the GOAT, the pound for pound number one fighter in the world, I want to remind y'all that she just said Tank Davis is a bad boy. He highly skilled. And the only person that she thinks can beat him is Shakur Stevenson. She got him beating Team Alifu. He already knocked out Ryan. She got him beating Devin Haney. So she thinks very highly of him. She think that boy can really fight. I just want to take this time to remind y'all that this is what he think about Tank.
Right now. Tank,
Hold up. I need to turn that up. I need to turn that up. Hold up. Hold on. I need to turn that up a little bit. See if we can get a better volume going, because he ain't say what I thought he said. Hold on. He couldn't have said that. Hold up.
that top 5 in boxing right now.
Top 5 in boxing right now. Who you got, bud?
Tank, he up there.
So Clarissa Shields think he nice with it. Bud Crawford think he nice with it. I wonder what Shakur thinks. I wonder what Shakur Stevenson has to say about Gervonta Davis. I wonder what he says. Let me see what he has to say about it, bro. Let me figure out. Let me see what Shakur thinks real quick. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me.
Who's your top 5 boxers right now?
Top 5 boxers right now. Tank.
So Clarissa Shields, Bud Crawford, and Shakur Stevenson, the ones that y'all put on the pedestal, they all got Tank in their top 5. I say all that to say the light-skinned brother who got killed by Kendrick Lamar said it best when he said, of all the things that I hear y'all be poking fun at, never the flow though. They know I run that. Meaning, you can make fun of all the shit you want to back in the day about Drake, but you could never make fun of the way that nigga rap. Y'all can have the girly jokes. You can make up the memes. You can talk shit about him now. You can say he ain't shit now. He this, he that. But your favorite fighters got that nigga in their top 5, and they said his name before they said anybody else's name. Your favorite fighters don't agree with you. Remember, when you call him a hoe, when you say he can't fight, when you say he a hype job, when you say he a 30-year-old prospect, when you talk about everything that you talk about, just remember what your favorite fighters think about him. Remember that the best women's fighter and the best man's fighter all say he that won. Just remember that shit. But all in all jokes aside, I agree with Clarissa Shields. It would be a shame for that young man to retire after Jake Paul, because that would show a lack of completion of his career. He got shit he got to do. He got shit he got to do. Straight up. Was that the Bud interview from 2 years ago? Yes, it was. And all that happened 2 years ago was Tank Davis knocked Frank Martin the fuck out. Tank Davis knocked Ryan Garcia the fuck out. And he had a tough, close, hard-fought fight against Lamont Roach. So other than Tank Davis becoming a huge, big superstar and superseding Bud, what changed to make Bud start talking all that shit about him? What did Tank do to him? Hating ass nigga. Shakur Stevenson, too, was a year and a half, 2 years ago. All Tank Davis did was keep winning, still ain't fucking lost, still knocking niggas out. What changed for Shakur? Oh, your hating ass want that spot now. It's cool. See, 2 or 3 years ago, before Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia, it was cool because he wasn't in that stratosphere yet. But the moment he got up to that level, all of a sudden, nigga can't fight no more, nigga trash, nigga garbage, I don't like the nigga, this and that. But you was just a fan a year ago. His fighting style didn't change. He didn't stop knocking niggas out. When y'all started hating on him, he hadn't had the Lamont Roach fight yet for you to try to denigrate him and downplay him all of a sudden. Crazy. Crazy. I don't know how you duck Shakur Stevenson by reaching out to him to try to make the fight and Shakur Stevenson go in the match room. Maybe you can help me out with that. They some hating ass niggas, man. Straight up. Najee asked Bud Crawford why he don't like Tank, and Bud Crawford said because the nigga got security. And then when he got pulled over in Omaha, Nebraska, that nigga got pulled over with security of his own. Somebody talk to him. Somebody talk to me. Bud Crawford said to Najee on Cigar Talk, I don't like that nigga because he think he all that and he got security. And then when he got pulled over in Omaha, Nebraska, that nigga got pulled over with security. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? I don't like that nigga. I don't like that nigga because he got security. Nigga think he all that with security and shit. Nigga think he all that with the security and shit. Nigga when he act like that, if nigga ain't had no security, nigga think he all that. Think you all that with that security and shit, then you go get the goddamn security yourself. Nigga, you crazy? Yes, Roger, I remember everything these niggas say, man. These boys was fans once upon a time. They was fans, bro. You go look at Bud Crawford talk to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was like, what about Tank Davis? Bud say, man, Tank be knocking. He be punching the mess out them dudes, man. That little dude be punching the mess out them dudes. Hey, some haters. Shakur Stevenson like, nigga, I'd take the Jake Paul fight too. But I would have fought Lamont first. Oh, man. Ooh. Tell the whole story. Tank had security with him for Tevin Farmer. We remember that too. And then I need you to finish typing. And we also remember Tank Davis teams sending Tevin Farmer an offer to fight and Tevin Farmer turning it down. Make sure you got 200 characters you can use. And you only use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. You got 153 more letters you can type. So make sure you finish that and say, Tank had security with him for Tevin Farmer. We remember too, period. And we also remember Tank Davis sending Tevin Farmer an offer to fight and Tevin Farmer turning it down. Just include that. Include that and we good. Just tell the whole story. We straight. Shout out to Go Flow with the 2-piece. Bow. No biscuit in the super chat. Tank clap back. She getting papoose for the diss track. You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? The position she in though? That's all Papoose can do. He can't walk up on Tank and check him. He can't walk up on Tank and whoop him. Say, bro, I heard you were talking about my girl. Will you please stop, bro? Please don't do that no more. He can't do nothing. He can't, you know what I mean? He can't do nothing but make a diss track. You know what I mean? That's all he can do. It ain't like he can walk up on and say, nigga, you better not ever. Shout out to Josh 803. Had your ass looking up at the stars, nigga. Papoose a tall, skinny nigga, too. That's an overhand left waiting to happen. That's an overhand left waiting to happen, bro. Cheering all up in the air, nigga. Overhand left, nigga. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Juke with the 5-piece in the super chat said, that's a great point. If you need security in Nebraska, ain't nowhere safe. You need an army anywhere else. Tank ain't going to no damn match room, and you know that. Just stop, man. Tank was the A-side over that nigga. Tank was the man. Tevin Farmer was a peon and a nobody. You don't get to make an offer to me. That's like some little nigga with 200 subscribers trying to offer me to come debate on his platform. Nigga got 200 subscribers with 3 people in this chat. telling me I made you an offer, KO. Nigga, you don't make me no offer. We do what I say. That's Tevin Farmer. Y'all better stop this shit now. I said Clarissa was white, right? The dude, he shouldn't fucking retire. His career will be a disappointment if he don't fight at least 2 more of the 3 people that she named. Shakur, Timalifu, Devin, you fight at least 2 or 3 of them, you good. Okay? I agree with that. But y'all taking this shit too far now. Anyway, moving on, bro. I'm about to sneeze. Y'all give me a second. Okay, I thought it was coming. If it comes, then I'll get off of this. A lot of y'all had put this in the chat. I got some bad news, some good news, however the hell you want to look at it. However you want to look at it. Okay, what up, right side? Some bad news, some good news, however you want to look at it. It's up to you. I'm sure by now y'all know that this has happened. And let's talk about what it means. I'm trying to make this a little bigger for y'all. We're going to go through this shit together. And I think I put this shit in the air, man. I think I put this shit in the air last week when I started talking about it, but I could just see the writing on the wall. What up, Teach? This is the order from the WBA for Roelly Romero. It says the World Boxing Association Championship Committee has ordered the welterweight world title bout between champion Rolando Romero and mandatory challenger Shakur Giyaseb, as confirmed through an official communication sent to both parties on Monday, October the 13th. The committee granted the standard 30-day negotiation period starting October 13th and concluding on November 13th. Romero, who captured the title on May 2nd by defeating Ryan Garcia in New York, must defend it within 20 days from the date of acquisition as established in Championship Rule C-11. That period expired on September 1st, prompting the committee to issue the mandatory bout notice for Romero, whose next opponent must be the official challenger, Giyaseb. Additionally, Championship Rule C-13 stipulates that a champion cannot engage in a non-mandatory fight within 60 days following the expiration of the mandatory defense period. If both camps fail to reach an agreement within the allotted time frame, or if either party refuses to negotiate, the committee may call for a purse bid in accordance with the WBA regulations. I'm going to tell y'all what I think, bro. This shit got Tank versus Manny happening or turkey sabotage written all over this shit. I'm going to repeat that. This shit got PBC making Tank versus Manny or turkey sabotage written all over this shit. Let me explain. Jupe with the 5-piece in the super chat says, Tevin turned down $2 million and lost to JoJo for $450K. Lost his deal, inactive for 4 years, and never got another title. Someone regrets it, and it ain't Tank. Whew. All facts. All fucking facts. Should have took the money. Now, let's talk about the Turkey side of this shit. It is not lost on me that Turkey has some shit going on with Al Heyman where they are trying to one-up each other. Yeah, nigga, I'm on Turkey helmet, drink more water, because he got to deal with the WBA. And the timing of this shit reeks of PBC is going another direction and trying to keep Roelly fed, or somebody fucking up the game. Somebody is fucking up the game by getting the WBA to order this shit. So now it's going to cost PBC money to do a deal with Giyaseb to step aside. Or make the Giyaseb and Roelly fight, and Manny got to look for another opponent. Turkey practically owns the WBA. Turkey got so much control over the WBA. BoxRec don't even recognize the WBA no more. Nigga, did y'all forget? I'm not just saying this shit for no reason, bro. I'm not just, yes, Jank, he played dirty, bro. He got a deal with the WBA. Now, I don't know if that deal ran out. I don't know if they still on good terms because it's TKO shit. All I know is the moment Manny say I'm fighting January 24th, Manny and them knew this shit was coming. That's why Manny couldn't even announce his opponent. Giasev ain't got no promoter. Giasev ain't got no promoter, really. He a secondary dude, so you can probably pay him step aside if that's what you want to do. However, a side of this could be PBC, and I'm going to get there in a minute, but it's not lost on me that this could be Turkey. And I'm not saying it is or isn't. We're going to know real soon. If it's Turkey trying to play games, they probably going to pay him step aside, try to get him a deal on the fight card or something like that. And Giasev signed to Eddie? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, yeah. Eddie out here petitioning on Turkey behalf and shit. Turkey like, just do it, Eddie. WBA will listen to you. I own them. I own they ass. I own they ass. Go ahead and do that shit. Roelly's not a super champion, sir. Roelly is the same type of champion that Tank is. There's no super belt there. He's just a champion, fam. When Jaron Boots Ennis dropped his belt, it's just champion, bro. Nice try, fam. Anyway, so y'all keep a lookout. Y'all keep a lookout. We got Boxer Hacker with the 2-piece. He says, WBA is doing the right thing. No jumping lines. This ain't about jumping lines. It's about money. Whoever told them to order that shit, it's about some money. Now, the PBC side of this shit. I told y'all this shit last week, bro. This opens up the door for the fight that I believe Premier Boxing Champions really wants. And that's Tank Davis versus Manny Pacquiao. That shit is not going to be great with Vito Milnicki Jr. and Callum Walsh as your top 2 fighters, my nigga. That shit is not going to be great, Combat Guru. You can't call yourself a Combat Guru and say some dumbass shit like that in my damn comment section, bro. When you got Callum Walsh and Vito Milnicki Jr. as your marquee fighters, nigga, you a long way from great. You a long way from great, bro. They got Vito and Callum Walsh, bro. Vito and Callum Walsh, fam. I'm gonna be hurt if they sign Abdullah Mason. I don't think Abdullah would do that shit, bro. That's low tier. Like, who you gonna fight over there? Anyway, I'm gonna get to the PBC side of this. I'm gonna try to Manny Pacquiao versus Tank is realistic, bro. I don't know if you following or if you trolling, but you're starting to get on my damn nerves, Combat Guru. Starting to get on my nerve. Fight Doctor, what up? Starting to get on my nerve, bro. I don't know what you laughing at. What's funny? Yeah, I know Kevin House. Oh, yeah, the fight's trash. We agree on that. But I'm just telling you what could be happening. And that it's real. Maybe you new here and you don't follow the channel regularly. But yes, that fight is trash. Now, Tank and Manny is something that PBC would prefer. Because that's the big money fight, bro. That's the big money fight. And Manny fighting motherfucking Roelly and losing to Roelly. If you PBC, who you want Manny to lose to, bro? You want him to lose to your cash cow to pass that torch, to keep shit moving forward. So you rather feed his ass to Tank. And so it makes sense from them. Yo, we gonna get this WBA to order Roelly shit, and Roelly will fight Giasev, and then we'll get Tank to go ahead and do his shit with Manny Pacquiao so we can have a big time fight. Shit make all the sense in the world. Why Manny Pacquiao didn't announce a motherfucking opponent. Why he probably won't announce an opponent until after the Tank Davis and motherfucking Jake Paul fight. Y'all got to understand something, bro. Who else is going to get in there with Manny? Devin and Brian Norman fighting. Right? Mario Barrios, he already fought him. Giasev is about to fight Roelly Romero. It could be Drink. Maybe you're right, but the WBA going against what PBC wants. Going against having Manny be the one fight for that for a bigger split of a purse bid. Like Roelly and Manny makes them more money from their sanctioning fees than Roelly versus Giasev. That's why I don't think it's just them. Because you got to follow the money. Like that Giasev Roelly fight ain't nowhere near as big as the Manny and Roelly fight, Drink. So they get less money by ordering this shit. And since when, and then the timing of this shit, if that's the case, cool. Why they just not ordering this shit? Green Villain say Earl Spence about to fight Manny. Nigga, they already had a contract done. Curveball. Manny gonna try to drain Earl ass down to 147 though. But they already had a contract done back in 2021, long ago. Green Villain says enter Earl into the conversation, KO. Damn. Damn, Earl. I don't think it's Earl, bro. Because they would have announced it right then. Because they would want more time to promote that shit. What are they waiting for? If it's Earl, somebody who's free, who's somebody who don't have a fight, somebody who don't have nobody on the play, you just announce all that shit together, get it crunk, let Dallas get crunk, and let everybody build the motherfucking fight up. What's the wait for? The wait to me is to see what happens on November the 14th. I think it might be Tank Davis, bro. How can you duck? See, hell no. I'm not letting you get that shit off. How can you duck Bud Crawford for Earl Spence at the time? Earl had more belts. How he ducked Bud for Earl at the time that he was supposed to fight Earl? This was 2021. Now you can say he ducked Bud when they were both on Top Rank. I'm with you. But how you duck Bud for Earl when Earl was the bigger name, the bigger money fight? Nah, you can't get that one off, Josh. Hell no. Hell no, you can't get that one off, bro. But it looks like Roelly is out. So the opponent from PBC that makes the most sense for a goddamn Manny Pacquiao fight, unfortunately for us Tank fans, in the ring, it's bad news. That it's probably going to be Tank Davis. He said, then Earl wins and we get Earl versus Tank. Hell nah. No, the fuck he won't. Lamont Roach done went from 135 to 140. That nigga still holding that WBA strap, nigga. No, he won't. No, he won't. Ryota Murata kept his WBA strap without fighting for 2.5 years out of Japan in the middleweight division. No, he won't, bro. Niggas like Tank and cats like Canelo Alvarez, they rarely get stripped. I think the IBF might have did it to Canelo back in the day. The WBC did it, but then they started sucking him off ever since after that. Like, nah, bro. Tank ain't getting stripped from the WBA. We back Al is what they stand for. And with Turkey starting to do his own thing and go that Zuffa, you know what I'm saying, TKO route, Tank ain't getting the strip, bro. If they was going to strip him, they would strip him. They'd have stripped his ass for fighting Jake Paul. But the shit getting real, y'all. And remember, I told y'all last week, I said I find it odd that they announced that Manny Pacquiao's coming back in January. He got a fight date. He got all of that shit. And they didn't even say who the fuck he was fighting. Then less than a week later, this shit comes. Well, now we know why they ain't announced who he was fighting. Because, nigga, it ain't Roelly. They got to pay some step aside. They got to do something. They got to get Giasev to step aside or something. That's why he ain't announced his opponent. And now here we are. Here we are. And I told y'all I was told that Manny and his damn team is like, yo, we want to see what happened November the 14th. We got to see what happened November the 14th. And every day that goes by, shit's getting realer and realer, bro. Shit's getting realer and realer. Juke with the 10-piece in the super chat says, the WBA normally waits until their convention, which is in December. So them announcing Roelly mandatory now and no one else's is weird. It's facts. If they don't announce Roach or anyone else Mando, it's Turkey's influence. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying, man. Turkey, that's why I said that shit first. It could be Turkey playing with the game, man. Could be Turkey playing with the game, dog. You got to watch this ninja, man. Could be him messing around. Remember, this dude told y'all, yeah, I put some fake news out so I could get a deal I wanted done with Canelo, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, I put some fake news out one time before so I could get this deal done. I got the deal done in like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes, I got the deal done. And he got a deal with the WBA. And he could have pulled their shoulder. And now PBC is like, shit, what? I bet. Because, man, you know who don't like, like y'all think y'all hate this fight, bro. Y'all really think y'all hate Tank versus Jake Paul? Let me tell y'all something. There's a dude out there, man. He hate the Tank and Jake Paul fight more than any of y'all could ever hate the Tank and Jake Paul fight. Y'all know who that is? Anybody want to take a guess? He hates the Tank versus Jake Paul fight more than anyone in the world. Y'all know who it is? Anybody want to take a guess? Going once? Going twice? Ding, 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 ding. Nah, he hated more than me. Because Turkey put all this money, his whole scheme of getting Canelo to overpay Canelo was so he could make Canelo versus Crawford. Nigga, that was his dream fight. He pulled Canelo from the Jake Paul fight, overpaid Canelo. They saying it was a $400 million deal. 4 fights, $100 million per. He did all that shit so he could get Canelo versus Crawford. He got the glorious numbers, nigga. We did a $40 million live gate, nigga. Nigga, we was in 40 million households, nigga. 21 million here in America, nigga. We did it big, nigga. We did our shit. And then all that effort. And then 2 months later, Jake Paul and Tank Davis outdo your numbers with a backup opponent, nigga. Nah, bro. With a backup cause Jake was replacing Tank with Canelo? Nigga, nah, bro. Nah, Turkey don't want that shit to go off like that. He hate that shit, man. He hate that shit, bro. And so, into Manny and Roelly, he like, damn, Manny and Roelly and PBC done put they done Manny coming back and they might be fighting Roelly, nigga. I don't even know if they fighting Roelly just in case. WBA, can we fuck this up, please? These niggas about to have Manny versus Roelly. They about to have Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman on the undercard. Shit going crazy, man. Shit might sell like crazy. Can you please get them? Can you please fuck that shit up? Trying to tell y'all, bro. Manny is caught up looking for an opponent because Turkey is trying to shit on Al, in my opinion. And if it ain't that, it's because PBC and Tank Davis is trying shit on Turkey. It's some defecating going on between these two entities, bro. Al and them like, Roelly, we're going to keep you fed, but you can't get Manny, dog. We'll try to get you a negotiation. We'll fight your mandatory. Right? If you beat your mandatory, we'll do a unification with you and Barrios. But we gotta have Tank fight Manny, bro. We gotta have Tank fight Manny, bro. Because as a business, that's what you want. It's 115 million people in the damn Philippines. Tank Davis fan base is exponentially bigger than Roelly Ramiro's. So you add Manny Pacquiao's fan base from the Philippines. Compare that to Tank Davis's fan base here in America. You got a super mega fight. You got a super mega fight. Whenever an entity announces a fight and they don't tell you that who the opponent is, it's either because they don't know or they waiting on the results of another fight. It's the reason why PBC and Top Rank, they finna freeze Bud Crawford out or try to. Drink don't like me saying this. He think money gonna talk. They trying to freeze Bud Crawford out of the middleweight division. That's why they making Janabek and Erislandy Lara. In the winter, they're gonna try to get Carlos Adames to fight him. And then when they get undisputed, they're gonna have some champion like Fundora or somebody move up. Xander, somebody move up trying to fight for that. They gonna move shit around. Jesus Ramos gonna be right there. People don't like to hear about this promotional war that's going on. But there's a fight for the American boxing market right now between Top Rank PBC and Turkey and his minions, bro. What's good, D-Free? And this is another, to me, this is another domino to drop. This is another pin to drop. Oh, they icing his ass out, bro. Trying to. Let me ask you something. What's a bigger money fight for Janabek? Erislandy Lara or Bud Crawford? What's a bigger money fight for Erislandy Lara? Janabek or Bud Crawford? Bud Crawford's the money man right now, 160, 168. Y'all will see. I mean, you think they making Janabek and Erislandy Lara just to let whoever win that fight go give 3 belts to Bud Crawford? Because Turkey want that shit? Turkey don't have the power at 160 like he got at 175. People letting the David Benavidez shit get him fucked up. David Benavidez had to do what he had to do because at 175 in cruiserweight and now super middleweight, PBC and Top Rank got no power. They got no bodies there. So if David didn't get down, he'd be fighting tomato cans and trash ass fights. But at 160, 154, 147, shit a little different. 135, 140 because of Tank, shit a little different, bro. Shit a little different. That was because of Spence, though. That's because Spence wouldn't listen to the advice that they were giving him, and he gave Bud Crawford more than what he was worth. I don't think Janabek and Lara and all them, I don't think they're going to do that shit. Top Rank got more control over Janabek than what PBC had over Spence. Erislandy Lara been hella fucking loyal to PBC. Carlos Adames, that nigga don't want to fuck with Turkey no more. Turkey robbed him in the Hamza Shiraz fight, bro. Like, y'all think this politics and shit, it go both ways. Niggas was loving it when Turkey made David Benavidez get on both knees and come over there to Saudi Arabia and headline his shit this November. Niggas love that shit. Now the shoe might be on the other foot. Nigga, y'all love that shit too. You gotta understand, Earl bucked the system, went against the grain. So you get shelled for being fair to Bud. Who cares what's fair to Bud? You got to do what's fair for your fighters. And what's under your roof, bro. Turkey don't give a fuck. Like Matchroom don't give a fuck what's fair for a PBC fighter. Nor should they. Turkey don't give a fuck what's fair for Tank Davis, nigga. Hell, I don't think Turkey give a fuck what's fair for nobody in boxing. That's just my thought. But He damn sure don't give a fuck about what's fair for people that ain't fucking with him. So why shoot the other side, bro? Like, that shit work both ways. Everybody, all the Bud fans, I know, oh, y'all hear what Bud said to Andre Ward, nigga? He was shitting on PBC. Oh, y'all hear what Bud said? Bud let it be known, nigga. He the man. He was shitting on PBC and all the PBC fans. That's cool. That's cool if you done fighting. But they got fights they can make outside of you. Nigga, yo, Enley Hernandez, Jesus Ramos, up-and-coming contenders for belts. Carlos Adames, PBC champion. Straight up. Drink, Benavidez had no chance, bro. I mean, no choice. Better Beef is 40 years old. You talking about young champions. Bob already got what he want out of Better Beef. He got him to fight on the ESPN app when Turkey wanted it somewhere else, and he got Better Beef his back. Better Beef don't have that damn belt no more. They don't control the division, so they just sending Better Beef over there. You talking about young niggas. You talking about Xander Zayas, 21, 22 years old. You talking about Sebastian Fundora, 28, 29 years old, bro. You talking about Carlos Adames, 30, in his prime, in his early 30s. Erislandy Lara, super loyal to the PBC. Right? Janabek, unified champion for Bob Arum at 160 pounds. Come on, man. They showing you right now, if that's the case, why ain't Bud fighting Lara or Janabek? Because nigga, that top ranking PBC don't want that. You think they doing that and then being like, yeah, it's only one more belt. It's in-house. We can do this in-house undisputed fight. But let's just give all 3 belts to Bud. Let's just help Turkey out. Let's just help Turkey out real quick. No, nigga, it's competition. They're not going to do that shit unless they absolutely have to. If they do Fundora versus Tim Zoo 3, that would be diabolical. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to see that shit, bro. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that, bro. And don't nobody want to see Tank versus Manny, but don't be surprised. Watch for November 14th. If Tank and Jake Paul fights and we still don't know who Manny Pacquiao is fighting, nigga, it's over with. Nigga fighting Tank. And that's going to be right on their timeline. January 24th is exactly almost 8 to 9 weeks away from November the 14th. Do not be surprised if Tank and Manny fucking happens, bro. Don't be surprised. I want to go back to Jaron Boots Ennis because I want to talk about him and Vergil Ortiz. I think that could be one of the biggest fights of 2026 as well. As long as they fight in the summertime and one of them get a belt first, I think that shit can happen. Razil, I don't know. I don't know. That high guard shit, the coming straight to you, catching and shooting with a high guard. Vergil Ortiz is like a better, more powerful fucking Imonta Stanionis that's willing to take more risk. I think Boots might dog walk our boy Razil. I think Boots might dog walk our boy, man. I think he gonna dog walk him, bro. I'm be rooting for Boots Ennis like a motherfucker, dog. I mean, I'm sorry, Vergil Ortiz like a motherfucker. I'm be rooting for him. But my wallet, my parlay, that shit got Boots Ennis on that shit, man. Breezy, what up? Boots Ennis on that shit, man. And Vergil, Dominique, that's a good point. Vergil, they better not be overlooking that boy out of Florida, man. He better not be overlooking that boy. What you mean, D-Town Funk? I fuck with Vergil. It's Dallas, Texas all day. Boots just different. Vergil like Earl, man. He just in the wrong era with the wrong nigga. If Earl would have came up in a different era, he'd be the man right now. He just, Bud Crawford was fucking born in Omaha, Nebraska. Vergil, if it wasn't no damn boots in it, if it wasn't no boots in his Vergil, you know, Vergil could have that shit. But Boots Ennis was born in Philadelphia. So niggas gonna have to deal with Boots. I can't think of nobody at 154 that got any advantages over Boots Ennis, bro. Other than Sebastian Fundora just taller than him. Ain't nobody faster. Ain't nobody sharper. Ain't nobody more skilled. Ain't nobody more athletic. Nigga just nasty, bro. He has officially entered Abdullah Mason level. Or should I say Abdullah Mason entered his level, because I think of them the same. You're going to have to show me. Same with Tank Davis. Same with David Benavidez. Same with Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Those are the ones to me. Tank, Jesse Bam Bam, Jaron Boots Ennis, Abdullah Mason. Somebody going to have to show me they can beat them, bro. Other than that, nigga, I'm not betting against them. I don't care if you say they had a bad night. I don't care if you say they fighting this person or that person. Somebody going to have to show me they can beat them, bro. Specifically for the sake of the conversation we having right now, a pressure fighter who power don't look like it's the same at 154 in Vergil Ortiz that was getting rocked and kind of caught in time by Mean Machine, getting in there with the time and the Boots Ennis and this shit. Any nigga that throws a damn right uppercut while rolling a shot at the same time and throws that bitch accurately and athletically, a different type of cat. That's why I said what I said earlier. I don't know how you can watch Boots Ennis and watch Devin Haney, or watch Boots Ennis and watch Shakur Stevenson and say that Devin Haney or Shakur is the ones that's generationally talented, bro. Dominique says, so who you got if Bam and Japan Man fight? Which Japan Man? Junto or Monster? Which Japan Man, Dominique? Junto or Monster? Junto or Monster? Dominique? It's a couple of dudes down there. The so-called Monster, I'm riding with Bam over all them. I should have told you it don't matter. It's Texas all day. I'm riding with Bam over both of them. Bam versus Monster, I'm riding with Bam. Bam versus Junto, I'm riding with Bam. Straight up. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Y'all please take this time to subscribe to the vlog. I got it pinned to the chat. But Wally G, who you talking about? I haven't decided how I'm playing Vergil and Lubin. Golden Boy card. Judge is going to be in Vergil's favor. I think it has a chance to look a lot like the Jesus Ramos fight. But Lubin got a kind of suspect chin. So I don't know, bro. What Lubin do to Ramos except for rob his ass, dang father? I think it could look like that though. If I'm a betting man, I'm not making my official pick, but I might say that fight goes the distance, believe it or not. I'm leaning towards that shit going the distance for sure. You can't withhold this solid fight Vergil gave us with gassing the shit out of Boots Scared. No, Vergil the dog. Now, Vergil fighting Lubin while Boots fight a used limo driver. Okay? Vergil a dog. Now, Vergil got the better resume, but resumes don't win you fights. They don't, bro. Have we not learned anything from the Earl Spence, Terrence Bud Crawford debacle? Terrence Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Dimitri Bivol? Have we not learned anything from those? Gervonta just dissed Clarissa Shields in his Instagram story. I saw he did it in a nice way. He said, "Stop mentioning me. You boosting my ego." And he posted the money with his car in there. You know what I mean? Or his car with the money in there. So, you know, shit happens. She took shots. She let it be known what side she on. And he did that back. That's much more. That's something that maybe Bella Faith will be okay with him doing, because you know the ladies don't like when Tank be going in on the ladies like that and shit. You know, she can call him a midget, call him all kind of everything but a child of God. But if he pop back at her, then you know that's considered saucy or sassy or shit, as they say. So I like that. Stun on her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even know if that, you know, because he could be talking about Shakur. Because Shakur like, nigga, I ain't never talking about you again. And then he done talked about him the last 2 interviews. He been talking about it the last 2 interviews, bro. Talking about Tank the last. So we don't know who he was talking about. That shit was subliminal. Put a name on it, bro. We need to talk more about what's happening with other great fighters in other divisions. Not just Boots Shakur. We know who's ducking who nowadays. If you're a content creator and you are not spending, at least today, spending some time talking about Jaron Boots Ennis, who just had a fight on Saturday, you are stupid and you don't deserve to have a channel. Wally G, you are supposed to cover the hottest topics in boxing, specifically during football season when it's fucking Monday Night Football on and people got other shit they can watch. Why would I not be talking about the hottest topic from this fucking weekend, bro? Shakur Stevenson just gave another interview where he was talking about the biggest name in boxing right now, Gervonta Tank Davis, after saying Gervonta Tank Davis is somebody he's not going to talk about no more. And we not supposed to talk about it? You don't deserve to have a channel, bro. Nardi, what's up, homie? Like, that's like saying niggas need to talk about something else after Bud Crawford and Canelo fought on Saturday and then it's Monday and we supposed to be talking about something else, nigga. Jaron Boots Ennis just fought. Tank Davis has a fight coming up in a month. Vergil Ortiz is Jaron Boots Ennis' biggest nemesis that we want to see him fight. Manny Pacquiao just had an opponent pulled from him because of the WBA's mandate, and we not supposed to be talking about that shit? We not supposed to be talking about none of that shit? What you want? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? You gonna make my numbers drop listening to your ass. What would you prefer me to talk about? Since you love the boxing game big time, what you want to talk about, bro? You give me a topic. You give me a topic. I'm waiting. I'm saying, Kevin. Shit. Clarissa. She was talking about Tank. We're not supposed to talk about it. See, you got to follow the channel closer. Bella Faith. Fundora and Thurman is moved to the Pacquiao card. Fulton and Foster is moved to the Lamont Roach Pitbull card. I told y'all this 2 days ago, but y'all don't listen to me. But that's what's going on. Thurman and Fundora is gonna be on the co-main to the Manny Pacquiao card. Okay. And they announced that Roach and Pitbull is gonna be co-main by Janabek and Lara, and then Foster and Fulton is gonna be the third fight down from the card. Wally, I'm done waiting on you. Somebody get Wally out of my presence. No, I got you, brother Faith. I gotta put a little extra sauce on it. You know, light skin shit. You know how that go. PBC gave Lamont and Pitbull a great card. Yeah. I think they realized that October pay-per-view was trash. No, Laura is on there. Janabek and Erislandy Laura is the co-main event, Juke. Janabek and Erislandy Laura is the co-main event for Pitbull and Roach. And then Foster and Fulton is the third fight down. And then the first fight is Jesus Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. Florida, stand up. Florida, stand up. Hey, he talking spicy, but somebody been tagging his ass in sparring, bro. You seen that video? Keith Thurman had shit under both his eyes. Somebody been whooping that boy ass. Now y'all saying the card good. Buy this shit. Put your 5 sticks away and buy the damn card now. I know how y'all do. If we have an open panel, the Monday after, I'm not letting your ass up unless you can show me your pay-per-view receipt. Bullet say you should see the other guy. Who was the other guy? Bullet, you don't even fucking know. You just repping Florida and shit. You just repping Florida. You just repping Florida. You don't even know who the other guy was. Nigga, shit. Dang say, ain't nobody coming up. I'm saying, hey, it's gonna be the KO show that day, bro. It's gonna be the KO. What we got? About 40 minutes, man. I'll drop the link for y'all, man. I'll drop the link for y'all, man. Y'all come on up. Let me see. I'll drop the link for y'all, brothers and sisters. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, I'll be doing the bitches today. Think I'd have like 2,000 left, boy. I'd be in better shape than I already am. Say, dog, I was trying to bet everybody. I had so much faith in my dog Earl, man. Man, I had to do that damn reaction video with my man down t-shirt on, sad in the month, man. That was the one time I was like, man, fuck this YouTube shit. Hey, dog, that was the one time I woke up that Sunday. I was like, man, it's going to be a lot of people in here, man. I need these views. They probably going to super chat me out of sympathy, though, but man, fuck this YouTube. Hey, fuck this YouTube shit, man. I'm going to tell them I got a code, nigga. This ain't a job. I don't have to call in. I could just not go live, nigga. Oh, shit. I started to. I was like, nah, bro, you got to show up. All right, there go the link, man. Panel open, man. And yeah, while I take this time, please use the link that I got pinned right now real quick and subscribe to me and the Mrs. Vlog, man. The Life of the KOs. Our vlog for last week is dropping today. We fell a little behind, but that's going to drop today, and we'll still have another vlog dropping this week, man. We do weekly vlogs over there. Y'all go check it out, bro. All right, let me unpin it. Y'all go please subscribe to the vlog, man. All right, there we go. Panels in the chat. Links in the chat, I mean. Oh, shit. Yeet, 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 yeet. What's good, my peeps? What's going on?
What it do, bro? Hey,
What's
you
happening?
play the video already, bro. You didn't play the Eddie video.
I didn't play the what video, bro?
I sent you a video of Eddie. That boy, you seen the post-fight interview. I know you seen the post-fight interview.
Yeah. Eddie was talking that ish, man.
He admitted that he gave his boy a cherry, man. I'm telling y'all. You discredited my boy Vergil, bro. But I want y'all to know, man. I got 100 push-ups on Vergil, bro. 100 push-ups. And they line that shit up.
Make it 500.
I'll bet
Ooh, they
one. I'll bet
talking
5. I'll
spicy.
bet whatever.
I do 2.
What kind of what type of push-ups though?
I don't care. I don't care. He
Triangle.
could do the baby push-ups. I need 500 because there ain't no
Damn.
way in hell
Oh, if you
Vergil
let me get the
Ortiz
baby
being
ones
around
off,
there.
then come on, let's get it.
Hold
Then.
on, the
I got
one
you,
you
bro.
talking about
I
the
got
air
you.
push-up where you do them on your knees and shit?
Nah.
No.
Just the
Oh, time
little
out.
half
Time out.
the
Is that
half
You know,
Eddie
say baby push-ups.
Sherry's
Hey,
in his Rock? Is
hey,
that
fellas,
Eddie's
you
fucking
boys are
boots
talking
Sherry's?
on just what I want to talk about. Woo! All you niggas is talking about that one subject that I want to talk about. So
And
keep
what
on
is that?
yapping, because I got
What
something
is,
for you.
oh shit. All
Yo,
right.
is that Eddie Hearn
Y'all
feeding boots
got
Sherry's on Rodzilla's fucking thumbnail there? Is that what
Yes,
I'm
it
looking
is.
for?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Ah,
That's what he
yes,
asked
it is.
for.
oh man.
That's what he
Yes,
asked
Oh,
for.
come
it is.
on, yo.
Fuck out of here
Come
with that.
on, yo. Damn, yo. That's some
Roz,
weird ass shit, yo.
Didn't make it look
Ro-
quick. You should have waited till like
Rodzilla being an
2:30.
earth man. It's all good, Rod. You
Yeah,
being
he
an
is
earth man.
earthing
I'm
it.
gonna block your
Flat
ass.
earthing. Flat earth
Don't
man.
block him. Don't block
Hey,
him.
don't, man,
Listen
hey,
here.
don't,
Flat
don't
earthing
block
it.
me. I'm
Damn,
getting
yo.
this
That's
boy
some
the
weird
hell
ass
everywhere
shit,
already.
man.
What up,
Nah,
OG?
I just
Rod
wanted to
knows
ask.
my
I wanted
nigga.
to ask
What's
y'all a
up?
quick question, real
Yeah,
quick. What up,
let me hear what
panel? What up,
y'all
KO?
let me hear what the ladies talking about, man. 2 cents, what's up?
I mean,
What's
I
up?
just had a question, like, because this is it's beyond me. How do y'all think? What is Virgil gonna do with Boots if we don't even know if he gonna get past Lubin? Like, I'm
That's the question.
confused at how
Good question.
like how is that going? Like, how is that thought process working in y'all mind? Because at first I was like, you know what? I think Virgil gonna handle Lubin. Then I start thinking about it. And I was looking at some videos of Lubin. I'm seeing how I mean, not Lubin, Virgil. I'm seeing how he looking after his fights, and he get touched up. So I'm like, damn, is he gonna just definitively get past Lubin? We honestly cannot even say that.
He,
Honestly, like
Two saying
you
he
cannot
better if
say
he.
that.
Two saying if he, me and KO will jump in the ring
Yeah, I
like
might be
Bret
at that
Hart,
fight. So if I'm
like
at that
Bret
fight, I'm gonna
Hart.
jump in and make sure he win. Yup.
Listen, we gonna jump in. Two saying we gonna jump in like Jesse Hart, Mankind, all of them. We gonna save Virgil. You
And
I'm gonna be
understand?
pointing a laser at his ass from the
I watched
stand.
the Lubin interview today, and he like, I don't know why y'all I don't know why y'all playing like y'all talking about Boots like I'm not right here. So I'm like, oh,
He did
Lubin
say that.
stepping, he coming up because you
oh,
know
Let
Lubin
He
me
got a
did say
okay.
couple
Let
that,
me
points.
answer. Let
but
me answer your
Lubin
question though.
also said when asked about Boots, he was like, I got my own path. I'm gonna go my own path. I'm trying to get still try. He did. You kind of seem non-committal on the boot shit,
He
man. I
Yeah,
don't
he
did,
did.
know.
he
Now,
did.
okay,
Yeah, he did.
okay, okay,
now let
okay,
me now. Is
Hold
this
on,
okay.
before
fat
you get
or is this
to going,
vicious?
let me hear what Juke got to say, because you'll get to going and you'll go off. OG,
Ain't no stopping me.
let me hear Juke, and then you got it. Go ahead, Juke. I'm listening.
Victor, you better be
Hey,
nice, Victor.
how y'all doing this evening?
What's going on, Juke?
Hey,
What's
Hi,
going
Yo,
y'all.
what
What
Juke.
on?
up,
up,
Juke?
Hi,
Juke?
Juke.
Hey, so
Hello,
I was
Drew.
gonna say the same thing. Like I saw, I think I understand Ortiz being the favorite. I do think that Lubin has a chance. So I think that Lubin is to me, at least unless I'm missing someone, I think Lubin is the most skilled person that Ortiz has fought. And he does have pop. And I will say, even though his chin has been questionable, I will say even in that Fandora fight, like when he kept coming, like he's a dog. Like we keep talking about people who's a dog, Lubin's a dog.
There you
And
go.
Yeah.
I really think if
There
we
you
gonna
go.
call anybody a dog, Lubin has earned that title. I don't care. You have to knock him the heck out
That's right.
cold for him to not come at you. And so it is anybody. So unless he gets caught cold or caught early and just can't recover, I see him giving Ortiz a problem. I did see a few comments he made, and he said something to the line of like about they trying to plan everything, but he also kind of took a shot at Boots and said something like, oh, why he not fighting other people he called out? Why he not fighting them now? Why did he fight this guy? So he's not committal, but he also throwing shots in a way. And I will say, come on now, why you gotta do that while I'm talking?
No, you say you gotta knock him out. I'm just saying, you're right. You gotta knock his ass out. That's what you gotta do to your dog. Your dog.
I will say, because that was a bad night for him. And oh my God, but that's what I said. That's a meaning of a dog. Like I'm going.
No, I'm not. I was trying to. My bad. Go ahead. I was trying. I was saying he a dog. Like. I thought you were trying to
his
ass down through there. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you're right, KO. He's a dog, and he fought through that. His team had to make the decision for him because if they wouldn't have, Lord knows what would have happened. He would have been worse. So I was just gonna say, I don't know. I mean, I look forward to seeing Boots fight all these different fighters, but I absolutely can see where it is potential. I don't bank on it, but it is potential that he can upset the apple cart. And that's my nervousness, but I'm happy that he is getting the better competition. But like KO said earlier, your resume don't bite, and that's all I got. Let y'all pass it back to y'all.
Shout out to Israelite for life with the 5-piece in the super chat. Said salute when Boots fight this bug fights. I don't know what bug fight. Are the so-called streamers change potion? Bro, you gotta get
these big fights. He mean these big
fights. Are the so-called streamers going to change their position?
Probably. That's probably what he means.
I bet you, it'll be a whole lot of, man, I knew Boots was special, man. I knew he was special.
I don't want to hear.
I knew he was special. I just wanted to see the fight.
I'm telling y'all, 2 years from now, when I'm proven right about Boots, I'm going to be going crazy. So all y'all talk all your trash, do all your jokes, laugh about baby shoes and all that.
I got a question. What is he going to accomplish in them 2 years, Dean? What he going to do?
He going to unify. He going to either unify and move up to 160 and get a belt, or he going to be undisputed at 154.
He's going to be undisputed.
I see him unifying and moving up. I don't know about the undisputed. I don't know.
The only way he won't get undisputed is if the politics don't allow him to, bro.
He looked like he already need to be fighting up there, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm being
fucking Vergil Ortiz who got dialysis from cutting too much.
They was killing Vergil for having Rabdo. Now I got a question now, because basically, bro, they said, what can Vergil do to Boots? Well, first they have to agree. Now, am I right or wrong? Did we hear from multiple sources that Boots wanted to tune up before that fight?
Yeah, but every fighter should be able to get a 154 fight, bro. When you're moving to a new division, that shit is crazy, bro. It's only nowadays where we're losing our minds as fans. No, fuck that.
If you a generational talent, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. That's supposed to be. This is boxing. It's boxing, bro. Cause look what y'all doing. I hear y'all capping for Vergil and Lubin, but
bro.
Y'all want to give Buddy all this credit for limo.
Rod, can we talk facts, Rod? Bro. Can I say something? Hey,
yeah, you know I got you, bro.
Rod, you know the first offer he sent was to your guy with a rematch. So he never asked for 2 tune-ups. First person he tried to fight was Boachuk. But Boachuk ducked him so he could fight Brandon Adams, Rod, thinking it's gonna be a win, and got his ass beat. He could have been fighting last on Saturday. So I don't know how he go from offering Boachuk to fight to 1 tune-ups. I don't know how that worked. But whatever, people say what they gonna say.
Shout out to Drake. I'm just saying with the 5-piece in the super chat. Drake say, if I can cash out the way I did this past weekend, I'm all for Boots versus 5 more Angola, Portugal, tomato cans. Get my promoter ish on.
Damn, Drake.
All about I'm glad y'all ain't listening to my ass capping in the comments and shit. Man, Boots clean Buddy up quick, bro. But ain't nobody supposed to be getting. I thought that shit was going 7 at least.
This dude can fight, KO.
Listen, bro. Nobody's supposed to get a first-round knockout, though, guys. Dude, a first-round knockout like that's just a big shot. Buddy got hit. And Boots took a big-ass shot there. Nobody fucking saying nothing about that, bro. That left he took was like, damn. He reset for a second and then went back at him. Throwing mid-range uppercuts, getting caught switching. It opened my eyes, KO. I know you seen that shit. Fuck is you in the middle of a switch for? He hit dude.
Okay. We've been sucking motherfucking Boots' dick long enough. Can somebody
I was criticizing him, OG. You not listening, bro? I was criticizing, bro.
Come on, Victor. Come
Yeah, well,
on.
let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. One bullet point at a time. I'll start with what D1 said. Boy, did you see that? First round knockout. Let's talk about that shit. Tank, listen, niggas. Finally, I get a chance to talk, and everybody got so much to motherfucking say. First of all, Tank knocked 3 niggas out with one motherfucking punch, nigga. One punch. So even though that was a first round knockout, Boots took 15 motherfucking punches to get that nigga to lay down. 15 of them. Mr. Boots. But Tank has knocked out 3 motherfuckers with one fucking punch. How about that? Now, let's go to something else. How many times did Fundora touched the ground? How many times in how many fights has Fundora touched the ground?
3.
2, right?
Name them.
Mendoza knocked him out, and he put him down twice.
Mendoza and Lubin.
And then Lubin put him down once, right? So 3 times, right?
All right. Okay. So now listen. Now
he got knocked out. Is that what happened?
Okay. So listen. So Lubin knocked him down. We gonna try to write Lubin off that he's gonna get beat by Vergil, but Lubin is the one other guy, just 2, that put Fundora on his ass. Lubin is one of them. And that was while his head was swole up like a fucking pumpkin. And he's just like you said. And he still came at that nigga and knocked that motherfucker to the floor. Matter of fact, he made him. So all this shit that Boots did in the 1 round thing. Now, let's talk about this. Hey, KO, you moving too fast. Like I warned you a long time ago. Giving Boots the torch. Hold up, nigga. Boots could not and did not cut the ring off on a second level fighter. Then he had the second fight with that nigga, and guess what that nigga did? Karen, he shocked Boots. Boots was in shock. He said, where'd this nigga come from? I thought I was going to have to chase a nigga around the ring, so I practiced on that. You didn't practice on protecting that fucking chin, and that nigga kept hitting Boots in the fucking chin all through the whole fight. You giving that nigga the torch?
He knocked him out, bro.
Oh, man, there you go with all that bullshit. Hey, wait a minute. Hold it, man. Listen, I swear to God, nigga. Listen, if you cannot and anyway, AKO, I want to finish up, man. I want to finish up without being interrupted. You say I take a long time, but it's always because I'm being interrupted.
Now, y'all stop interrupting Victor, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying is he fought that nigga again. He got shocked, and he didn't know what to do with the nigga and how to avoid and prevent that nigga from hitting him in that chin over and over and over. Now, when a nigga is going to go where you say Boots is going to go, fellas, all the way up to the top, they don't go shooting up to the top, having those kind of things happen to them on the way, right?
Oh, my God.
That's right. Because when Tank put his foot in the ring, when Tank first came into the professionals, that nigga was blasting through everything, and none of that shit ever happened to him. That's why he shot to the top, because none of those motherfucking trip-ups happened to him. But now, let's talk about Mason. Same thing. You gonna pass the torch to that? Shut up, nigga. You gonna pass the torch to Mason, right? All right. So, hey, listen now. Mason fought Mason. Oh man, Mason fought a bum. Now, how do I know he was a bum? Fuck his name. I'm gonna tell you how he was a bum. Any nigga that would come out into the public or get in a ring with a haircut like that, that's a bum ass nigga. That's a bum ass nigga. That's a bum. Now listen. We're going. Hey, listen. We're going back to that first round shit. Guess what happened to Mason with that bum? He touched the canvas twice immediately, back to back. When you're blasting up to the top, you don't have that kind of shit happen to you before you
What
can
do that
get
got
to
to
the.
do with Boots?
Roy Jones
I
touched
just
the
told you,
canvas.
Boots
Manny
gets his
touched the
chin
canvas.
touched.
Bro, Boots, when have you ever seen Boots touch the damn canvas though, bro? Like your logics don't be logicking, bro.
Listen carefully, man, big
Now
mouth.
you gotta stop
When
that hating
listen
shit, bro.
carefully, listen carefully. If he gets in the ring with that nigga who beat up Tim Zoo, and that motherfucker touches Boots' chin, I'm guarantee you Boots is gonna touch that canvas at a minimum.
Oh my God.
Victor,
This
you
shit,
out your
man, you
goddamn
Bernard
bro,
mind.
bro,
Hopkins.
you hate
I
that
agree.
much,
I
bro.
agree with you, OG. I'm rocking with it, OG.
Hold on. I'm gonna let everybody respond to him, but I do want to say, OG Victor, a couple things. Bernard Hopkins lost his first fight. He shot up to the top just fine.
Talk to him.
Who else? Lomachenko
Manny did.
Lomachenko lost like his second fight. He still became multiple division champion, and he's going directly to the Hall of Fame. So people have tough outings early in their career, maybe get dropped, even some of them lose sometimes, but they can always bounce back and get to the top. So I think that's something to think about when breaking it down. That's what I would say to respond to some of the things you said. But good cook.
Okay, and then what I have to say about KO, and then what I have to say about that is
Yes, sir.
you said it, they got to bounce back.
Yeah.
But my thing is this though. My thing is this, bro. We never even seen Boots get wobbled though.
I wouldn't give a damn what you didn't see. I ain't talking about what you didn't see, nigga. I'm
That
talking
shot
about what
he just
really
got
did
hit with.
happen.
But
I'm
what
talking about
happened
what
in that?
really did
So let
happen.
me ask this then. Let me ask this. So OG Victor, what Boots got to do to impress you? What would get you to buy in? What he got to
If
do
a
for you?
first round knockout
He
don't
gotta
fight
beat
like
Tank.
Against
Hey,
who,
listen.
y'all? Come on, dog. Y'all gassing this shit for real, bro.
Well,
No,
okay,
y'all
hold
let me,
up.
I'm not
Let me
asking
answer the.
y'all let Victor
Hey,
answer the
KO,
question.
let me know when I can say something,
I
bro.
got you, JD. I got you, JD. Victor, what Boots got to do to get you to buy into him? What he got to do?
Let's start with the first things that he had to do a long time ago, which is he has to learn how to cut off the ring, and he has to learn how to listen. You have to learn how to avoid taking those punches, because I can tell you this: Tank gets touched, that's right, but you know as well as I do that Tank has a hell of a chin. But I'm telling you that Boots gets touched, and he ain't been tested on that chin. That chin ain't been tested by nobody. Now you let him get in there, like I said, with a guy who can punch as hard as that motherfucker who clobbered Tim Zoo and wiped him out. Let that nigga touch Boots' chin, or maybe more than once. You can't tell me that Boots is not going to touch that canvas. He might get back up, but he's going to touch that canvas because that motherfucker hits hard. So Boots has got to prevent from getting hit. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you that I think Boots takes punches on purpose because he likes to put on a show. Besides just fighting, he likes to show off, take poses, freeze, look at the crowd, all that shit. And I think he takes those punches because he's showing off to say, see, nobody can even hurt me. Well, let the right nigga hit that chin, nigga.
Pushing on us.
First of all, he rolling with those punches a lot of the time, and second of all, how does he get hit too much when he only lost 5 rounds?
Listen, bro. He got hit with a big shot. That's what I was saying when you
Hey,
first
yo,
came
KO,
up
I
here,
could
Victor.
go?
He got crushed with a
Yeah.
big ass shot.
Victor
How
don't
he
got
hit
nothing to
you?
say.
Y'all let me hear JD. Give me a second. Let me catch a super chat. I got Boxing Hacker with the 5 pieces. Say Bud fought the champion his first fight in every weight class he moved up to, from 140 to 68. I guess Bud and Boots are built different. Real dog-ish. We got Isaiah WYD with the 2 pieces of the super chat. OG on a sick one tonight. Yeah, Victor coming here flaming shit. Go ahead, JD.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. What's up?
Yeah, so what I say to what OG was saying, you know, I respect my elders, so I ain't gonna say nothing too crazy, but Villa got didn't Villa have a high knockout ratio, right? This
Yes.
guy that Boots just fought, he had a high knockout ratio. Feel me? Karen just got a knockout the same night that Boots got that knockout. He cleared that nigga up. We didn't even know Karen had power like that, and he was clipping Boots, right? So if you talking about him getting his chin tested, I see him getting his chin tested in exchanges and winning the exchange. I don't know what you watching. I know what I'm watching. I know when I watch a nigga win in exchange like that. My nigga, I've never seen nobody throw hook. Yo, somebody got a mute. I can hear them. I never seen somebody throw an uppercut and slip this shit like he Canelo like that. I don't care what y'all talking about. That's matrix level, like that's cerebral, that's IQ level, that's high IQ level punching, boxing, bro. Like we can act like we don't see what the fuck we see, bro. I know what I see, or maybe niggas blind. I don't know, but I know what I see. I see that you put anybody in front of Boots and he gonna figure it out. We can care about his 10 and all of that, but when he need to be defensive, he can be defensive. When he need to box you, he can box you. And it's not even the crazy shit to me is that he's setting these guys up while showing his IQ and getting them out of there, bro. You know what I mean? We gotta pay attention to that shit, bro. We doing the same
that
thing.
Nigga gotta pay
We watching the same shit y'all watching.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish, man. We got really pay attention to that shit, bro, because we doing the same thing that we did to Bud Crawford. And all it took was for Bud to get the opportunity. Then he got the opportunity and he's doing what we calling lesser fighters to top level fighters, bro. I don't care if they old or whatever the case might be. Them fighters look like they was dominant prior to fighting Bud. And the same shit is happening with Boots. Now, he also called out these motherfuckers that we've been saying that he need to call out. He also made it known that 154 is his division and he dare any of them niggas to come over there and test it and prove that it's not. So at this point, I'm not betting against Bud Crawford. I'm not betting against Boots Ennis. I'm not doing none of that. Niggas gonna have to go in there and show me that they hype. Niggas gonna have to go in there and show me that these niggas is not who they say they are. That's just what it is. Oh yeah, an honorable mention, KO. I just saw that card, you know, the Fulton and Foster card. That shit got pushed back to December, and Laura and Jenny Beck are fighting on that card too for unification.
Yeah, that's
crazy. The whole card is the whole card is crazy, bro. You got Shane Mosley Jr. versus what's
Ramos,
Jesus Ramos, and you got Pitbull and Roach. They fighting. That's the main event. So we see that top ranking PBC is working. And to your point, what you were saying a couple weeks ago, it looked like that merging is getting closer and closer, bro. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Well, I'm seeing something, but I'll end up playing with that.
Yeah, 100%. And the reason that Fulton and Foster fight is still happening is because Top Rank waived their ability to cancel the fight. They could have canceled the fight altogether because PBC moved the date on the fight 3 times, so they could have just pulled on Shaky Foster, and they still didn't. They allowed him to continue to fight, so that's showing their commitment to each other as company. So we'll see how that shit play out, man. It's only good for boxing, and what's best for both of their business right now with what Turkey Al-Sheikh is trying to do is for them to come together. So it's finally getting to the point where what's best for their business is best for us as fans too. So I think we're gonna get some great cards and some great fights out of it, man. Keep it real with you. So.
That's what they gonna say though. PBC broken. PB still going out of business.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be going out of business for the next 10, 15 years, bro.
I'm out though, bro. Salute.
Yeah, they'll be going out of business for the next 10 to 15 years. What's up with it? What's up, Pay? You got anything else you want to say, bro? Oh, he said he about to dip. Dean, what you got, Dean? You been off of quiet, bro. What you got, man?
Nah,
bro.
Victor know I
Ride
love him
again.
to death. Ride again. Victor know I love him to death. I love Victor to death, man. And Vic, OG, let me tell you something. You're going to come back and say, Dean, I was being the earth man, Dean. I was wrong about Jaron Ennis, and he as good as y'all say. And I'm gonna welcome you back in, Vic. You know I am. Boots right over here with Tank. I don't know why you can see it with Tank, but you can't see it with that machine.
No. I didn't say it. I didn't say that, Dean. I said that he's got a defect, a vulnerability. He gets hit too much, and he hasn't been tested by anybody with power. Look, that nigga that he fought the other day, Lima, that nigga touched Boots, man. So when
Yeah.
Boots allows himself to get touched by that, when he gets to moving up, let's not forget, we are waiting for Boots to step up, to move up. He's been fighting nobody. Not Lima, what's his name? Lipinets, Vila, you know what I mean? And we're saying, even you guys, come on, Boots, it's time to step up. Well, you know what comes along with that? Somebody who's going to hit harder than them nothing ass niggas he's been fighting. And if that nigga doesn't know how to avoid getting hit, when he starts stepping up to them big hard hitters like Baraka Chaka or whatever that motherfucker's name is, them niggas is hitting hard, man. Hey, what about Lara? Yeah, what about Lara? What about
OG, that's the problem right there. When we say Boots just unified his last fight against Stanionis.
Listen,
who in the fuck is Stanionis?
It doesn't matter if you fight God or a motherfucking Uber driver. If you fight in the pocket, you're gonna get hit. There is no two ways about it. I don't give a fuck who you are, who you're fighting, what you're doing. You fight in the pocket, you get fucking hit.
Hold on, y'all. Let me finish with this. Hold on, right?
I don't think Dean was done, and then I go to Ty. He just got up here. Go ahead, Dean.
I'm gonna say this. Baccarat beat Tim Zoo. Before that, y'all didn't know nothing about Baccarat. No different than Lehman and all the rest of these people.
What's that got to do with his power?
We thought Tellez was going to beat up a Bass. That didn't happen. So what I'm saying is, all of that, I hear that, and yeah, he going to get hit and all that. That's part of boxing, man. I ain't never seen one boxer not get hit with some flush shit. I seen Floyd Mayweather's get wobbled by goddamn Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley wasn't even in his prime when that happened. So what I'm saying to y'all is sometimes life is like a freight train. And yeah, you can have a bike in front of the goddamn railroad. You can have a bear out that motherfucker. You can have 1,000 cars out that bitch. But at the end, and it might scrape up the freight train a little bit on the side. It might get tomatoes splashed and dirt all on the side. But one thing that is true, when that freight train coming, it ain't nothing you can do about it. That's Jaron Boots Ennis. Philadelphia.
Shout out my dog, Drink,
man. Y'all can do about this, okay?
Lima is trash. Lima is trash.
Rolling. Hey, KO, let me say one thing. Hey, KO, let me say one thing.
When we get the super chat, then you can say it. We got Brashley with the 5 pieces of the super chat. Say, in my opinion, none of them have that it factor you need to be the face. Boots, Bam, or Abdullah are great fighters, but I don't see that it factor. Just my opinion. You might be right, bro. You might be right. Go ahead, Victor, and I'm gonna go to Ty.
Okay, just one thing to D1 and to Dean. Listen here, don't give me that crippled wheelchair argument about it's a fight, everybody get hit. That is the weakest motherfucking talking point I ever heard. I ain't talking about whether or not the nigga gets hit. I'm saying if he doesn't avoid getting hit and the right person hit him, we're talking about that. And don't you dare tell me that wherever you look, there's nobody that can hit harder than some of the niggas he fought. There are niggas up in that weight class and the further ones up that are really hitting hard. And if you don't know how to avoid punches and that nigga hits you, everybody gets hit.
When Boots hit them? What about when Boots hit them, OG?
Well, I just answered that. Hey, Dean.
Roman Villa is a fucking knockout artist.
Hey, Dean. Listen. Dean. Hey, Dean.
That motherfucker.
Okay, hey, Dean. Listen to this, Dean. I already said it, Dean. But listen to this. Boots.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's hollering about first round. Once again, Dean, Tank has hit niggas one time. That's all it took. One punch. Boots landed 15 and an uppercut. Wait a minute. Listen to what I'm saying, Dean. I'm telling you. Listen, or whoever it was, I'm telling you that even though it was a first round knockout, he hit him with a clean, solid flush uppercut and 15 other punches before he can lay him down.
Man, fuck all that. Bernard Hackett said the man stole his fight from Jaleel, bro. Why we even talking about this trash ass man, bro? Boots had no business fighting this nigga, bro. Y'all pissing me off. Y'all, I'm an angry black man. Shout out my nigga D1. Y'all pissing me off with this shit, bro. Cause yeah, we know Boots is fire. I just want the nigga to show us he fire. Fight somebody else who fire. Fight somebody else who really rocking with it.
Tell the people that
I don't know why you're trying to say that my argument is weak. But listen to me, bro. When you decide to put on a fight and excite fans, you're gonna get hit. Tank gets hit all the time. I'm a Tank fan, OG. Don't fucking take this sideways, bro. If you choose to make a fight and make a show, you gotta take chances. You gotta fight in the pocket. You're gonna get hit, bro. It is what it is. That's the game of boxing.
Tank is a more gifted fighter than
I don't know why you keep cutting me off, my boy. I don't understand it. So
yeah, let him clearly. We gotta go. We gonna go to the top. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, D1.
I'm good, bro. These dudes don't get it.
Ty, go ahead, Ty. What you gotta say?
Hey, D1. Sometimes you guys
I know he wasn't insinuating.
it is.
I know he wasn't insinuating that Tank is a more gifted fighter than Boots or more skilled. I don't believe that. I mean, more knockout.
Nobody more skilled in the game of boxing than Jaron Ennis right now. There's 0 people in the game, not a fucking one of them.
If that's the case, though, D1.
And you all know it. Tank's my favorite fighter. Just so y'all know, there's nobody more skilled in boxing than Ennis right now. Nobody. Maybe Usyk. Maybe fucking vintage territory. Yo, bro. If I'm Boots, I don't throw away my momentum on a fucking Saudi Arabian fighting in front of 13 people. Neither, dog. I don't take that shit neither. I'm straight. I'll go over here in Philly, knock another goofy out, first round knockout, and now who's the man at 154?
How does that help his momentum?
Who calls all the shots? How many tickets? What? Huh?
Can I say something?
Huh?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jude.
All right, then.
I was just gonna say, so I just want to defend Boots a little bit here. I get what everybody's saying, right? And I know that like this is not the ideal fight for a beginner at 154, but just to put into context that, like, to me, in my opinion, and y'all can disagree, 154 has been like the most dangerous division in all of boxing for years. I would say for the last 6, 7, 8 years, right? And people don't, on average, tend to just jump up to some hardcore fight because if I can recall, and I like Ortiz, his first fight was against a guy who had like a heart murmur or something, right? Remember, it was like this whole.
He had a brain aneurysm. He had a brain aneurysm. I said heart murmur. He had some medical issue. So all I'm saying is that 154 has been the fight with the most upsets for the last like 7 to 8 years. So I get it, and on average, we have not seen a lot of first round knockouts. I understand this guy is not all that great, but we keep talking about belts and all that, and belts and accolades. Well, this man that he fought is ranked top 10 in 3 sanctioning bodies.
So I said that, Juke. Nobody
gotta stop.
Wait. Either we respect the belts, or we don't. So we can't claim that the belts are everything and then don't respect the rankings of those belts. So he was ranked top 3. Is this like the best he could fight? Of course not. And I expect to see him do better from here on out. He gets hit, yes. People get hit, and he's not a perfect fighter. But I think that he did show some skill. He shows like, if you get in there with me, I'm gonna not get you up out of there. Same thing that Ortiz showed. But on average, how often do we see anyone at 154 get knocked out in the first round? The last time I remember that happened, with the exception of Ortiz, with the guy with the brain injury, the last time we seen something like that was when Charlo got, to my recollection, of course I can't remember everything, was when Charlo got Lubin up out of there. These type of endings are very uncommon at 154. So that's all I'm saying.
Can I say something real quick? Let me say something real quick.
Yeah, let me catch this comment. Then I'm gonna go to 2 cents. Then we gotta wrap the show because it's about 10:30. Primo Water says, if you want to start nitpicking, we can. Look at how amateurish Boots look going for the finish. Tank doesn't get nearly as much as Boots, and he's always going for the kill.
I agree with that.
He's saying Tank is more skilled finisher because when he go for the kill, shit look way better.
Tank defense is better than Boots. I'll agree with that.
What's up, 2 cents? What was you about to say?
I just wanted to say, can we like? I don't understand why people sitting up here and acting like Boots wasn't legitimately ducked. I'm not talking about like I didn't go sign with the promotional company that all the fights had, and then I play victim and say I'm ducked. No, this man was legitimately ducked the whole time. He was at 147 pounds, and people sit on here and act like that wasn't the case. Like I don't understand what y'all be talking about, man.
He got ducked by
You can't say that though. When he get up to 54,
he did get ducked, but he at 54 now. Hopefully he can get this smoke, man. Hopefully he
he
can get
turning it down. He turning it down.
KO? Can I say this to
Yeah,
finish
go
up
ahead,
the
bro. I
show?
got 1 minute.
1 minute. All right, Rob, I'm tired of this bullshit. Vergil Ortiz done took 5 fucking tune-ups. This nigga ain't fight no fucking body. This nigga fought Boachuk, who got his fucking ass whooped by Brandon Adams, Madrimov. We don't know where the fuck we don't know what country they got him from. They put him in there with Bud, and now he good. Because he lost the fucking belt. He didn't fight the best. Last time I fucking
Y'all
checked,
made the
Erickson
Philly
Lubin
nigga
ain't
come
the
out,
best.
man.
Erickson Lubin
Yeah,
ain't the
y'all
fucking
niggas
best,
crazy.
nigga.
Hey,
Y'all don't
but
believe?
You
Y'all
the
don't
man
believe my
handing
nigga
out
Money
Philly
Man?
cheesesteaks
fucking
after a
head.
fight.
I
He
don't
Y'all
giving out
believe
Philly
believe my nigga
that
cheesesteaks.
Money?
nigga has
Yeah,
5
He giving them
pull-ups.
man
I'm
2
showing y'all.
cheesesteaks. That's
Y'all
what
don't
y'all
believe my
on,
nigga
Yeah.
Money? I'm showing
cheesesteaks.
y'all.
Well, look, man, it's 10:30. Everybody, please go subscribe to the vlog. Subscribe to this channel if you're new
You
here.
my dog,
We'll
D.
be live.
You
We'll be
gave that
live
nigga
Wednesday night
2
at 7:30.
cheesesteaks,
I appreciate
man.
everybody that came up to the panel.
Thanks
Everybody
for
that
having
participated
us.
in the show. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all, please be sure to have a great night. We'll drop our daily content tomorrow, and we'll be live Wednesday night at 7:30. So y'all be sure to tune in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Miss KO. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on the panel. We'll catch y'all next time. We out of here. Peace.